for Warzone 2.0.
Damn.
It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter.
Oh, so they already cracking jokes about people already
peaks, caves, subterranean
checking
spaces.
it out.
This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into Al Mazrah later today.
It's huge. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this one,
that looks familiar.
And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. It's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is
that's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
That look dope. I can't even hold
what
you.
you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
I think some people are gonna drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know, go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice you moving through the map.
I might be converting over to Call of Duty since Battlefield can't get their shit together.
All these flashbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuggets.
Man,
some old,
this is nice.
Fans.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous.
Edge of the map player. Hold on, they said they got some news. Hold on.
Build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of the
They said we got something for you caps that like camp all the time. Oh,
the
snap.
super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in.
I need to go on that side.
Integrated. So that tactical camera works in
this game gonna be fun. Hey, Master Self, you ain't lying. I just popped up at the last minute, but I'm looking at it like I'm highly impressed.
Yeah.
Highly impressed.
This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller, you know,
hold on,
now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
You see the caustics on the bottom.
I'm over here grinding my build out and come to find out they got a whole...
I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat
out here announcing
with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about?
I said, let me go live real quick. I ain't even put no content up, so let me get some content out
and handling model for the
on my
vehicles.
channel.
So some vehicles are
I'm still trying to get monetized.
Have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling.
They doing this in the video game or this the story?
Based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get
hold
hit
on,
by an RPG,
man,
it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit.
They got mines and shit in the
You
water.
can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to.
I like how they play on the vehicle joint, because I know everybody used to hop in the back of the truck.
Will run out of gas, or at least most of them will. Will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got water vehicles, we've got a small boat, we've got the boat that Joe mentioned.
They got AutoZone in the game.
At the back, so you can have that little moment cruising out.
You can hop out at a gas station and fix your car with the tires getting blown out.
You forgot the coolest vehicle.
That's raw.
Massive helicopter that you can fly around, and it's a moving platform with 3 doors, and people player. You can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is.
That's
so
what I be
cool.
trying to say. Like,
I mean,
it ain't
the fact
about
that
that you can do the little
lean
small
out of
things in the game,
window,
like, oh, fixing a tire.
your
Oh my
teammates,
God, that's
pile on
mind
the
blowing.
vehicle,
It's just
actually,
in the
you know,
middle of war.
engage in battle
That's something
from
that
the
you
window,
have,
leaning out
you
your
will
face
probably have
combat.
to
Somebody blew off
do
your door.
in the middle of a
Well,
battlefield. That's what
That's
make it
complicated.
dope.
That's PTSD
I like
from,
it.
Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
I like
I
it.
hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I feel like there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What are the massive
They
changes?
kind of force people
have
to
we
get
got
out
in
the
store? 'Cause it feels
vehicles
like
too,
there's,
so them
there's
people
much
that like to
change.
drive
Is it
around in
still
the
gulag?
vehicles and
Do we still
run
have
people
circles? Is
over.
it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
That's dope.
What do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue
I wanted to, they make them
providing players
explosive.
with both a
Make them
dynamic and
explode.
rewarding
I'm still playing
VR
2K in the
experience.
background,
But
so
Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about
Hold on, let
fun.
me-
This is about playing with your friends, having fun, you know, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game.
Let
And
me
I think
mute
one
that.
particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming.
Oh,
It
so
will
they
be
got
in
proximity
Warzone,
chat.
and there's going to be some amazing clips.
oh, it's proximity chat. They letting off the training wheels.
Looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like, yes.
Heck yeah, we can. Y'all taking the training wheels off, man. Allow us to
We still
talk
have the
our
humming
shit.
crates, you know, you can still travel around and listen to
2K?
the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a
Y'all
layer of
can-
learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your
Tell
knee,
2K they can
your
take
mom could
notes
go
on
inside,
that.
Go to the medicine cabinet and get you
Allow
something
us
a
to
Band-Aid,
have
Neosporin,
proximity
whatever.
chat.
So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet. You can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map
The
of how
patterns.
you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You know, you can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military.
I hope they
occupied the
turn
space
off that
came through and
annoying
dropped off
sound
military
they used to
items.
make.
Those crates are always there. So you can
Whoa,
always have this
whoa,
reliable
whoa.
layer
Like,
to
nigga, I don't.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting.
Somebody
We've got a road
creeping
trip
up on me.
through
All I
Almaz
hear
where
is
we quite
this
literally,
loud
like,
noise
have
in my
a
headset.
route plan, hit the gas
Gas up,
station,
pick up
gas
snacks.
up. Yeah, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously
pick up snacks.
a huge component of BR's joke.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain
What?
point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back
And meet
together.
up
And you know, you have this
into
very
the-
directed fight of like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing
Oh,
up and
that's
building. You're
rough.
like, here we go. It's about to
I
kick
like
off. And
that.
as soon as
That's
those circles
dope.
hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay.
So
that
you
we
got
feel like is a cool
you
world
got
event that
3
would happen.
split
Like, oh, the
up
circle's splitting, we need to
circles,
do X.
which means
Crazy.
that's letting you know, hey, it's people around that you need to clear out. A team or something that's around you need to clear out. And then as you clear it out, it rolls into one whole circle.
The Gulag, you know, we've
That's
been
dope.
experimenting with, we've tried some crazy things with the Gulag.
That is dope.
But the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map.
the
And you
Gulag.
guys, you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around
Wow.
with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. We're excited for people to try it. And
Yeah,
get
we're
feedback.
gonna get feedback today too, and like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here, but there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al-Mazrah in BR.
That the
And the
AI.
players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items. Which is one of the
They
new
took
ways that
the
we're adding for players
PUBG
to get their hands
Fortnite.
on that best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter
So I'm
them
like,
in multiple
bro,
modes
they
in different
took
ways.
that from Titanfall. Now you got AI to deal with.
You can find the location of a black site,
Wow.
which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs.
That's crazy.
Okay, so we've all heard.
So they pretty much they taking other modes and fine tuning them into Call of Duty, which is all good. I like what I'm hearing.
Or deny Stephanie Snowden.
It's
He said if I have to rely on Park or Z, I might as well turn off my Xbox.
One of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0
you know, them heavy
is
backpacks.
confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at
Extraction
IW,
mode. What
and
is that?
to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibility.
I think this the escape from Tor.
My mind.
So DMZ,
The idea they took from them joints.
Confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve.
Hold on, man.
What I can
Hold
tell you
up.
is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents. And they
took Escape from Tor.
Whoa,
Turk-off stuff and putting it in the game.
They occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions.
That's exactly what that is.
You can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets.
Now they just tell you this ain't no creativity. They just jacking everybody modes and fine tuning it into Call of Duty.
I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter, and we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0.
That's what I'm hearing.
Listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie,
Warzone 2.0.
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th. With the start of Season 1,
I'm going to be there for that.
Warfare 2. Mark your calendars. That's about 2 weeks after.
Yeah, I'm there for that.
Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone. And I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in Al Mazrah for this experience.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al Mazrah on November 16th. But don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around, because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. Then, after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty Next.
That's dope.
Brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup,
man,
the world's first all-electric super truck. Intel, built for the next generation of gaming. Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern Warfare 2's open beta. Jack Links, squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it.
Man, I need me a new camera.
Eureka Ergonomic, leading designer in gaming furniture and proud partner of Modern
Gaming
Warfare 2.
furniture. They said we the key of gaming. Yeah, I might be playing Call of Duty this year. I ain't even gonna hold you. I might be playing Call of Duty this year. It look like they did their thing this year. I ain't even gonna hold you. Dang, why am I? A little more authentic. You can't be using that word now. Hold on. That's a strong word to be using. Damn. I ain't never seen a nigga slide on ice. Kill the person. And do a full clean circle to do it. Hold on. Oh, okay, it's mobile. They coming in day one with the mobile.
Jam-packed day we've had here so far. We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already.
I know the people from PUBG is sitting there.
We're hitting something new here.
Mad right now.
We got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
That's right. Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Yeah.
This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever it takes you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today is still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time from its hallmark vistas and these dense urban areas. They're just so much fun to play in.
Well, quick game to play while you're at home. Now, if the progression from the mobile app transfer over to the game,
it's famous for good
the console game, that'd be dope.
Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard and Superstore, even TV station.
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical little details combined to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form, you can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring a map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate. Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk.
Yeah, this Call of Duty kind of crazy
really
right now.
You brought that up because if you're talking about risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the gulag. Are they going to be there too?
The gulag.
Yes, everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player, and you can earn your way back into battle. This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before. For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting
Oh, they
up
out
to
here killing it,
120 live players in the
on
single
mobile.
match.
Wait, hold on.
100 and what?
120 players. Or
On
DB
mobile.
bots, because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly.
Delivering a I just said that. They got a whole connected system with the system in that. I just said
we
that.
We know that your time is precious. And your investment in playing.
See, that's what I'm. Bruh, they taking my ideas now.
Warzone 2.0 and Warzone Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC.
So
or
regardless
mobile,
if you leave at home or not, you can be able to play Call of Duty.
I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. See, the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning.
To avoid
and this is why
imbalance.
we're supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile. And we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with cross-playing between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise.
They want you to constantly be playing their games, man.
We are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere.
This ain't
for a
bad.
play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when a game
What about
launches next
iOS?
year. We look forward to seeing everyone.
You ain't say nothing about iOS. They just said Google.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn. Like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
That was cool until y'all just said fucking iOS. I mean, y'all didn't say iOS.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but
gang since body train.
Yeah. Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro.
Why would I change up?
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. And you're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now, back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah, it looks absolutely incredible.
Get you a controller with a tablet, and it's up.
Come my way, Ali.
Yeah.
Lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly. My good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah,
how you feeling?
8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there, placing them under vehicles, trying to blow them up and set booby traps. And now you're telling me I could do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen what? Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But guys, it's time to get to business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Command Center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through all day today. Xfinity customers.
Man,
they
look
can
at all
start
that
playing
money in
Modern
there.
Warfare 2
About
soon with
200.
Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to
look at all that money being advertised, boy.
Of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to
they got streaming PCs, okay.
on every desk. Explain.
I couldn't believe it. Cloaksy is here. Like, the fact that he actually made the trip out, I figured they have to have something special. The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank you.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible. It's incredible.
Ridiculous.
We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah, just a little.
A little, yeah. We played a tiny bit.
I could have an accent, too.
Did. I'm getting mocked here. My bloody desk. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday.
Yes.
It was pretty fun. But now we get to watch 200 streamers, some of the world's finest, quite literally from almost every part of the planet, coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday, it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like headphones on. He can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But my boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year. Like the fact that there are this many big name streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, all across North America, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia, you name them. We are all over here. Mobile players everywhere. how do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, you know, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the round saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like, everybody wants, like, you know, like, you're trying to go out and try some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So, yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their deaths at their Tim. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
We'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our
Dang.
and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, Nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and browns. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, yeah, the second we saw like the fly-through of this, it just looks gorgeous. It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can
slide
dive
cancel.
Wow, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game, like, whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like, horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, good morning, dude. How you been? He's like, hey, man. Not a single word. Ali, not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate Shot's streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was being disrespectful with some people on the map. And I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard, and
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now, who's having a good time.
And, you know, we're
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of the most competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's me.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic.
Yeah, I like that swayness. But it was in the game already, though. But I know what she's meaning.
Sort of taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice.
Yeah, I always do the sway.
And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what it means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet. Yeah. No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No.
Okay.
He's doing the classic. He's going to a set. He's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't.
Oh, my sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the changes?
Oh my God!
Attachments and not having, you know, is
yeah. So I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
that. Like a good middle ground.
It's just
right?
a better version of that, right? Like the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all the different attachments, and for the class of weapon that you have, like you can change it up. You can turn an M4 into an SMG. Like that's really
cool.
That was
Dang.
nearly a snap.
That was nearly gross.
One of the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One of the maybe the,
if not the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the all-time great. Yeah.
Ross, he's the greatest, but there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, Ali, about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at that point as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. You know some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5-hour long attachment video from J-God.
Oh, God. You know, he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and, like, the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That was a new thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop
he got
to
that
rooftop,
boy
and,
looking
like,
surgical.
You can jump further than you think, and I found that out very quickly. Like, I would get to an edge of a rooftop, and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across, like, the map. If there's tall buildings, you can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage too. Like, I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with an Irrational and some people, and he was like, I'm going hard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm going hard. I could just hear, like, the competitiveness in him.
He's
looking
hard.
right.
And this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pomage's team obviously winning this one. Again, secure the grab, the money bag, hold on to that bad
killing
boy.
it.
Oh, I forgot, friends. Here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming right side of your screen. We've got all of it going on. Really, a celebration of everything that is Call of Duty, and even Courage. He may have just sworn.
Is he just playing on mobile?
Yeah, they're
professionals, true professionals.
Wait, do I probably need to get this? I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like, I've been grinding more mobile
But the
games.
man is playing mobile.
I
Wow.
think you should, yeah.
You know, sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called? Thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of professional.
I'm looking into that. No, that's actually an issue. It's like it's a little bit slippery, you know?
That wreck going through that
So
though.
they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of things, we love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and just absolutely fry. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there if you want to make some plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about, you know, the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think we're not officially calling it the dolphin dive, Joe's calling it the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast. We get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the sort of the CDL pros, been like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters, show us the dive.
Showed us a slide. Now we're looking for the
Right out the window. Just dive out the window. Send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window, like, everyone sends it out.
So you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. So we have the Hurricane. She's running overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the snipe on the other side.
He's
and we have
the mechanic. Look.
There we go, testing things out, trying to find the sneakiest, fastest way across the map.
Yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide.
Well, that works out. Yeah, look at her face. Ooh. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
So what? They got to go through the complete slide. You can't break it.
Not as many doors, I think, in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far are quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is very large, way more intense action. Of course, there's like the invasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like, we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
okay.
I think we're seeing a lot of elevation too.
So we're trying to see people go hard.
2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
God dang, brother.
Also, look at that.
What's going on? What you playing Modern Warfare?
Yeah,
nah, I ain't playing it right now. I'm just checking out the little preview. This is my live reaction to Modern Warfare 2. I might be getting on, man, since Battlefield 2042 ain't get they, ain't acting right over there. So I might be jumping on to this one.
Also, something we haven't talked about.
Plus, they had a new mode I was interested in. Like it's like Escape from Tarkov, but it's on console. Call of Duty version of it. So I might be checking it out this year. Dang.
You're gonna get an ultimate perk as well.
Definitely gonna be looking. I might buy it, man.
They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much.
I haven't played Call of Duty serious in years though, like since Black Ops 2. So
like the multiplayer experience, I feel like you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of pick those. They're your go-to. You don't really think about it, right? Like you figure that out in the first couple days or weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like I feel like there's more decision making that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running.
Good exchange.
It does feel like they were saying, what was it? The different type of classes they were trying to put. You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like,
I don't know. They even put the little slash stuff in here, like Apex Legend. Like I was seeing some dudes looking. I don't know, bro.
Pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can figure out what.
It's like they taking modes and stuff and features from other games and fine tuning it into Call of Duty's way of doing it. Which, it could be a good or a bad thing. Am I saying it's a negative? No. But, you know what I'm saying? Is it really some originality with it? No. Like, was they really being creative? No.
The first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk
but
is way more sort of impactful. And that final
I'm going to check it out, though.
The super perk. That's not going to turn you into
I do like that they have proximity chat back into the game. So, you know what I'm saying? I.e. 2K, y'all need to take heed and look. Bring back proximity chat in the game. I like this DMZ mode that they had that they announcing. And Spec Ops sounded kind of interesting too.
Yes, it might be. It might be. It's Brooke's TikTok, she's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty classic here on Farm 18. This looks cool. This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago. Ooh, let's go. This is simply spectating Ash Sanders.
And of course, we're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt like a very good hybrid 3-lane map that does really, really well when it comes to a game mode like Search and Destroy.
Like
you have
peeking that corner, see how he was sliding towards
them? They have their
him?
hidden corners and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure chaos. It's kind of like
they say you can dive through the doors or dive through windows. That's another one I want to see.
This is probably one of my favorite
I ain't seen nobody do it yet though.
Right now in the beta testing, and as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing pretty okay. It's a close game. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream that he's ready.
They said there's over 200 people playing this game right now there. And they got people on mobile playing.
Show me something special.
Like I saw people playing on the mobile. Oh yeah, that was another joint. Even console and mobile players can play together.
I was loving that one yesterday.
That was kind of dope too.
I think that's an OG weapon. That turns people into super close range, but Ponyhoff just gave it.
Fire rate on that is crazy.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Hurricane OP. Hurricane.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfights, stuff like the way the player animations are, the sound effects. Like the game has just been like it's everything we liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's Salt Bay right on top. Just
he said they Salt Bayed it.
And it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky, and then he was just evaporated.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back and forth. Man, the bunny hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day. Baby. We got Myth on the screen here. What's he using? M4, I think.
Again, looking at these weapons, you know it's an M4, but the configuration he has.
I was using the bigger sight, the double.
See, I rock with the M4s.
I forget the name of it.
Ooh.
I like the extra zoom.
And they say you can do like modifications to your guns too.
I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare game.
More in-depth modifications with your guns. That shit sound dope.
Able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look. The same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's too many good games out, bro.
Settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow, a bit wider, further away. I mean, there's options. Just create that sort of visual. Look, you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't want the gun to be be so big to obscure the view. Maybe
I'm
one of those
fan
players.
Of more settings personally. Like,
There's-
give me the
there is a-
option to tweak it how I want, right?
There's a lot of settings in this game.
I'm gonna get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Once campaign hits, I'll spend about 3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that first mission.
Yeah, I would definitely be in that campaign getting busy. I hope they got that realistic mode difficulty too.
Swag styled.
Hit it.
Oh.
Yeah, this sub looks like
that boy jumped into a bullet.
All the sounds and everything.
Bullet.
I
wish everyone could experience just this environment though, like as much as we're enjoying the gameplay and stuff, how cool it's been. Because like a lot of these content creators, like they're friends or they're familiar with each other, they play games online, but like it's not often you get them all in one place like this. It has just been a vibe. Seeing everybody going up, some meeting for the first time. Like I know Iceman and Isaac, we have been.
That's why I can't wait to do E3, man.
We hugged for a solid 30 seconds.
You get to meet everybody and you finally get to see people in person.
Like how hyped people get for Call of Duty. I was telling you, I was like, I can't believe I still.
I'm glad they bring it back E3 in person.
After over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this. It is it's special.
The beta starts.
Yeah, forgive me. I'm over here playing, watching this and playing 2K. You know.
One of the two.
One of the two. There's no.
My eyes keep shifting back and forth. Come on, LeBron, give me the ball, brother.
Available in that lower right hand. It's sexy. That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoy that like it doesn't obscure too much of the in-game. So if I'm hitting pause, I'm checking stuff out. I still want to have some kind of like situational awareness when I'm in game.
The configuration you end up coming with is fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just feels like sometimes it turns into this. Well, in a way, yeah, but like I think to Ali's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between your
like I haven't seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
No, I mean we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet. Like I want a broken shotgun, and I'm sure he can make it.
Yeah, he's gonna make
we'll find out what that really means.
Rapid fire shotgun throwing breadsticks at him.
It was a sawn off that comes across the map that makes him move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone into this, we've got the nerds in the building, and this is where if anyone's gonna test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
we've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are gonna do with this gun.
That's just not enough. Miles.
Not enough.
No idea what these guys are gonna come up with, but it's gonna be.
Yeah, they also they talking about full modifying the guns.
This is one of the most famous Italian
man, this might be lit, bro.
We love him.
I can get a Switch. I can put a Switch in Call of Duty.
Until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen him. He's usually very baby face. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy in fight.
Hold B to slide down. Quick slides.
He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh, man. We will be playing all day, friends. All day.
Hey, baby.
Well, I think this is great, too, for a lot of, I mean, people like, you saw Zenny, you saw Crowder. For those who don't know, they work on the CDL side. They're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, cruise missiles there, counter UAV, a classic. VTOL's going to be back. Everything. I mean, the Juggernaut is I think it's the final one, and it looks crazy. And whoever that is.
You said the Juggernaut is the final one.
You are live.
Oh, that's kind of dope.
Yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff. I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there.
LG was good.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
The HUD looked pretty bad.
I mean, it's called.
The HUD, dude?
It's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a chopper gunner here as well.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be seeing it all.
Oh wait. Yeah, I kind of can see what you're saying. It don't seem like they really did like a.
I would love to play more.
after
update on it, really.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah, that's how I visualize like your ankle's just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs. Here we go, another cruise.
Breadman, how we doing?
Oh.
And what a shot. He got two.
Hat over the headset.
He killed Nick Mertz.
All right, we're gonna
see you later, Nick.
So this is the air support.
Cause it ain't the battle royale mode either.
Kind of like a lightning strike. Yeah.
Nice.
Look at the fire rate with that. Oh my God.
It's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe?
Is that the MP5K?
That boy don't recoil.
What?
What?
Breadman's already found a winner.
Yeah, Brett's got
Oh my God.
It does.
Yo.
But he's holding that thing down though.
Yeah,
But,
he's
all right.
So going
he's
straight.
a mouse, obviously recoil, long range. You can manage him.
Look at the bro. He throwing like almost 15 rounds at you before you even realize it.
Oh, gun him.
So we played this map yesterday in the 3P mode.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on socials recently, but
There we
everyone's
go.
like, yeah, give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds? So sad.
Yeah, that's a nasty gun. That boy is going off.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though. Like a lot of the tournament stuff, when you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like he
Look how they moving.
nuts with it.
Like he doing a little
not
jerk
surprised to see
motion,
him, finding some wins in the
canceling
long-range
the
battles,
run.
but
I gotta see his
Yeah,
foot.
keep it right. Is it the right
So what do you
person?
guys think
Yeah,
about
keep it
his
right
matchup?
here.
What's your
Buddy got that arm sight going.
yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down a whole lot.
Jesus.
This is museum. Nice big central.
What
area,
are we
central
doing
highway.
here?
I mean, this is a second story. We're about to go up there now. This is where Breadman is. It's nice, man. We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers
Hey,
have a lot of
he
fun.
is going
Hard
off
work
with
map.
this
We played
gun.
Prisoner Rescue. Courage and I clutched up big time last night in like a 2v5. I had the prisoner on my back. I was sprinting, and I can hear Jack picking up 3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming. I'm
That's the
there
guy.
sprinting.
I'd be that guy in the
He
team,
picking up
too.
other
I'd be
people's
careful.
guns.
Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, the opening breaks and stuff. Like
He's
the
on a
map feels
15
good.
streak, by the way.
Bro, that boy, hey, stop reaching.
Annihilating the lobby.
What are y'all doing? Keep it right here.
15 in a row. Another cruise coming in. Bang.
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Oh, he gets two again. Just ripping them.
It's the same two people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? I was about
Is
to
this the
say,
same
so
two
he was
people?
He's on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his streaks.
It's all good.
Oh,
Yo,
dude, I basically
that
his-
man
I
over
basically his
there
first
is
sympathy
going
when he was
off.
casting the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was a tournament.
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Ah. Well, last thing I saw was 15 streak. I was fired up for my guy.
So he put a. Oh, so it's M4. His just sounds crazy.
I'll be worried hearing that man gun.
It might be stream, but
That
anyway,
boy
this is-
fanning
that
shit,
is
boy.
Ripping metal. So, again, it's kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his second tier of perks, which I think was Spotter. 19 kills. Let's go, Breadman.
Yeah, Breadman ain't no joke.
Crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now. Is it?
You like?
He ain't nobody to play with, bro. Hey, bro, do this man got an auto aimbot?
Wait, you guys see the movement though that I was talking about? Like how when you're moving, like your whole body, like it's different than other Call of Duty games. It's very hard to put into words, but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like usually the gun's fairly stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
And you can see it, so that's
yeah,
gonna,
like
know,
you can see
for
it.
more of the hardcore players, the
Yeah.
players that go out there and they're like jiggle peeking, your hips and your head.
Yeah,
move
like
now.
everything's going.
So it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just
but
like the physics of the character.
the physics of the character has been reimagined, so it's different. So
Yeah,
throwing those shoulders.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like Shakira out there throwing the hips around. You got to be very. I mean, it's the animation.
I've been
is
comparing
so
to Shakira, yeah.
I don't doubt that, but you got to look how smooth the animations can be, and it's
hips
been
don't
so much fun so far.
That
That's what it
is
looks like from the other
crazy.
side of the Breadman.
I don't even want to watch nobody else but Breadman.
We're gonna get up there and kick his ass.
Breadman out here wreaking havoc.
That was
Might have been.
Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's got that thing locked down.
Squick, get out there and get him.
Yeah, whatever gun he got, I need them SIGs.
On the timeline for sure. For days.
I mean, Destroyer's calling the streaks to the SAE above.
What have we got here?
We got a sniper.
I just think about. Imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah, no.
Fire! That's fire you up, boy.
Hit it! Ah!
Like, I don't know how long they've been playing. Bro, this camera is irritating.
Miles, remember we were playing with with it. We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah, thing.
Wait,
so,
what?
But yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something pretty mean, and then of course,
Dang.
the ledge hanging.
Oh,
I'm
bruh.
hanging on ledge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, baby.
Dang.
It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see where players are.
Yeah. I was also trying out some of the field upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in the corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
Low key, I'd rather take the hood off though if I could. If I got the option though, I would rather take the hood off.
Oh, Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
Yeah, I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. And he's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons, Bredman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby. But there we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang.
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the crosshairs look. Like
That bolt action, boy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bredman just got a 3, and
Dang.
Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
He got that bolt action going on.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from here.
That could be the portable radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great, but hey man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
Come on, bro.
Oh, wait, somebody saved him.
Oh my god.
It was Breadman.
Oh my god.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get
And
us out.
Breadman came through with the fanning shit.
He runs so quick.
Like Thanos.
I mean, look how different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Hey man, I want to play with Breadman. Pause. Breadman got a boy.
This is that sort of idea of like the
That man gun going off.
Player attributes here, what you're going for. Crowder is obviously he's way more aggressive. He might be hitting flank soon, but the way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
I think something that you could learn a lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and, like, I didn't even know you could go down there. Like, I had to wrap the entire building before I figured out how to get underground. So there's a lot more angles and a lot more passageways than I think a lot of these creators are expecting, and that's why we're going to see possibly a lot more assassinations, possibly a lot more credit corners, and people just popping out of literally nowhere.
Oh, I can't hear nothing.
Locked in.
Oh, snap. I hope y'all ain't been talking to him. Where these niggas at?
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon. It's like going out, getting peeks, close range combat. It's a lot of fun to use this one, man. I was using it the majority of the games.
They're not doing a great job in-game. They've got the lead for now, but again, classic Dom. Capture the flags.
Yeah, you got to get your Mountain Dew ready for these type of energy drinks, boy.
I don't think we go too crazy with any of the kill streak choices. We did see Crim6 with a
This game moving so fast.
MW19. I wonder if we're going to see any more today.
Oh, you saw that? He jumped.
I can imagine. I mean, this is the chance to test everything. Run through, try different weapons. I mean, as much as I say that, we know how a lot of these people are. They're going for crazy clips. They want to drop bombs. They want to have high kill games. So some are going to find stuff they like, little combination they feel comfortable with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's in the mix right now. Movement, I mean, he seems pretty comfortable so far. Just with little hop chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop
freebies.
Earlier, just hopping around. You can even hip fire this one. He's picking up a ton of kills. He's loving this class setup. He switched it up from last time.
So one of the big things, I mean, before the show started, I walked around and talked to as many of the streamers as I possibly could, and I was just like, you've had a tiny bit of time with the game. How you feeling about this? And almost every single one of them said, I'm really struggling not to slide everywhere. They've been so used to doing that.
Get used to it.
From MW19
that boy used to be a shooter.
When we're on Caldera, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I can say that just from all the wars that I've played, like it's gonna take like my hands, the muscle memory of it. Like I'm just so.
Hey man, why is he treating these people like this?
Years across the map, it's just gonna take a little getting used to. 100%.
Yeah,
but I do think my hands are going to be very happy, though. I'm not having to do that constantly across the map.
Yeah, if you try to slide around now, you might even be slower than just sprinting.
Honestly, yeah. That's how it looks.
Again, it's how you use it. Is the dive is a really great mechanic for escaping. The slide gets you into different positions, obviously.
I like to leave in my head, you know, the ball head. So I think the diving thing's going to be good for me. Just like a bowling ball, you know, Miles? Just sending it through a door, sending it through a window. Maybe diving into someone. You think I can knock somebody out that way? I
wonder if there's an attachment for you.
You? Yeah.
It's like a unicorn type
bayonet
power.
or something.
Yeah, bayonet on my head. Okay, that sounds sick, though. Honestly, if
No.
the devs are listening, let's think about that a little bit.
A bayonet dive kill.
Oh my God, I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, you know, I've got this idea of like, you know, Yondu from Guys. He's got a big fin.
Dang.
Yeah, but make that a blade.
Boy, it ringed it up on it. Damn.
Oh, quick swat again.
I thought you hit him with a headshot while he was jumping in it. Ooh.
You know it's going to rip when it hits.
The sniper's just so satisfying when you get to feel the sound, how deep it is. It's amazing.
It feels like there's no drag in the sniper. When you were using an ant, did you have to lead your shot at all, or was it a direct hit?
It felt like an invasion, like I had to lead my shot a little bit, but that could just be because I'm rusty. And I was trying to shoot across the map. But you can get some feeds, man. Like I got a couple collats with this gun. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
Not to dub.
Snipes feel fast and fun again.
64?
What?
That boy got 64 kills and the game ain't even been out that long.
Double the score of everybody in the lobby.
That is crazy.
All right, all right.
Look at this. Oh man, through the door.
Yeah, if that ain't a sign that game is broken, I don't know what is.
You know, keeping the teasers
64 kills.
A lot of sweet nade spots already. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he good, but God damn.
As he gets ready to get into his next game. So much.
Like motherfuckers is typically just trying to figure out how the game play. You know what I'm saying? What
running? Jess,
what monster and attachments to put on? This man came in and got 64 out the door.
Tommy Properado himself. So I
Man.
mean, you now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at COD Next. What did you think?
Oh, it's incredible. The game feels super smooth. The gunplay is awesome. I like the time to kill, and the maps are dope. A lot of close quarter gunfights, and you know, I've been having a blast, man. The chat's loving it as well. They're loving it.
So there's so much to talk about, you know, new modes, new maps, changes to the gunsmith, but what really stands out to you? Like, what are you excited about?
I'm really excited just to get the competition going. I mean, I'm excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about ranked play, so, you know, I'm really excited for that. And Warzone 2 looked incredible as well. I was talking to Repulse. We're going to be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both. But I'm just excited for something new, you know, a new game. And it's been a lot of fun to play, and there's so many amazing creators here. And just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
And then, you know, real quick, with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon, what does the year ahead look like for you?
Man, just a lot of shows, man, a lot of flanks, a lot of streams. I mean, the content's gonna be pushing all year, so excited, man. Zoo Mafia's gonna take over, and we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. That is all from me for now. I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend Lottie.
Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being in this incredible arena. I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now time to chat about an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice, delicious Jack Links limited edition products, and brand new epic in-game items that I promise you'll be dying to get your hands on. So check this out on how to enter.
Dude, check this out.
Looking for an epic to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2, Jack Links has
So you can shoot out tires and shit,
the
yo.
chance to win the ultimate Modern Warfare 2 supply drop. Keep an eye out during the broadcast for the Jack
Well,
Links.
can you blow up a daggone vehicle? It takes so long to blow it up if you can. Like, Jesus Christ.
To qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty Next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing experience, courtesy of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
Thomas Bryant. Is this a real person?
All right, folks, so keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information for a chance to win. But it is my absolute honor and pleasure to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven. But we also have Jeff and Joe on here to talk all things Modern Warfare 2. Of course, our multiplayer design directors here. And we're just going to get a bit nerdy, to be honest. You know, we're going to look at a bit of gameplay. I am so excited to talk about it, but Maven, I've got to ask you, what do you want to dive into first? We have the two guys that are going to answer a question.
Well, first off, by the way, you guys killed it in the opening of the show.
Thank
you know, it started real smooth. I'm sure nerves were going a little bit, but it was awesome to see. But I know we're going to have gameplay that's going to be popping up. We're going to chat through stuff, but I think one thing I kind of want to chat through is just there's been a lot of significant changes. You guys are always looking to how to kind of tweak the wheel a little bit. Can we chat through kind of the perk change and where your head was at with regards to that? Because it's a big change. It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, perks haven't really been touched for a long time in the series. And I guess by nature they're passive. And so most of the time we found people just, you know, find the 3 that they like, and that's it. They kind of forget about the.
I said that earlier. That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I find a few I like, and like that's my class. There we go.
We just wanted to come up with a system that was a little bit more engaging, and so we grouped them into 3 different categories. You get 2 to start with, and then you pick a 3rd, and then you pick a 4th, and they're rewarded as you play. You really like how they proc at the end.
Yeah. I mean, an announcer comes up, tells you what perk you got, and it kind of re-engages you with what's available, right? And they're earned through time and score, so eventually you'll get them, and you're not gonna. It doesn't reset on death. It allowed us to kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match. And there's some interesting depth there where you can say, okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do where you're kind of like, if you're one of those players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I guess, listen, it's very different, but I'm also a big like RPG
Yeah, y'all need to go sit down and talk to breadsticks though, because whatever build he had,
it's just like at the
that's
core of
gonna
who I
tear the
am.
goddamn game
I dig
up.
that. Just like the progression over the course of one single map, I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, and I guess we didn't touch on actually is the packages, right? From like, we're talking a lot about the theory crafting of what you set up,
Yeah,
but we actually have these defined packages. So early on, you just say, you know, I want this playstyle. I just grab this package and go. And then later on, when you're like, okay, I like that, but I want to noodle a little bit, you can hop in and create your own packages.
You know, that kind of, it really, people can see that through the default
You
loadouts.
saying noodles, man? I'm mad me a Roman
we've
noodle.
packaged in, based on those kind of player behaviors we were talking about earlier, we've usually shipped 6 or 5 default loadouts, but we have 6 for this one. We found 2 for each behavior, and so those perk packages are already in there. And it's something different in this game. We actually allow you to attach a field upgrade within that, within each loadout. And so it's a little bit more micromanagey, but it felt to us that you're kind of more creating your class and your character for, you know, in that. So people in the beta should really try out those default loadouts because we put a lot of time into how those play.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting, did you see like I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as a player. Like maybe you want to start as more of like a sentinel type. Did you see like as people got more comfortable with the game, like an evolution towards maybe a faster pace, or what did you notice when playtesting these different types of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall most of our players are rushers.
Yeah,
but, you know,
you're not wrong.
Depends on the circles you run, but you know, there are these other players, and we wanted to just make sure that you know we're supporting all of them. And so, you know, some of the field upgrades can be more sentinel and trying to hold down positions. But that's why we added in the DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away. But we also leaned into creating game modes that can facilitate this kind of siege gameplay. But
now we talk about the rushing players, right? But we also want to talk about the pacing, the movement, you know, what it looks like, how it feels to be in game. And when I got a chance to get on the sticks yesterday, something I noticed is it is a little bit slower paced, right? We're going to be sprinting round, not sliding round. And I think another thing I want to talk about is the dolphin dives. I've been diving down escalators, getting prone, looking at hard points, trying to figure out, can I see bomb site B or A? Like, you know, it's pretty incredible with the movement and how it feels. What was it like making that? What were the decisions behind that pushing forward? Because the feel of the game is huge.
Yeah, I think fluidity, and I mentioned it previously, is like really important, right? But we did make some small tweaks, right? Like slide has a little bit more of a hang up so that people aren't just sliding around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners, and kind of like pacing themselves. But the general movement of guns should be almost exactly the same. And Jeff and I regularly check in. We're like, okay, how are we doing? Like, let's look at last game, let's look at this game. And we try and be consistent in that regard, but there have been these small tweaks, and the dive is one of those tweaks. The ledge hang is one of those tweaks. And those will change how people move through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall, you'll peek that wall first.
Yeah, I love the ledge hangs because, you know, just testing out yesterday, being able to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to your team, peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper, of course, major stuff here, but and exciting that the fact that you can get your secondary weapon out and start to put a bit of damage in and help out there. So in terms of ledge hang, where did that come from? What was the idea behind it? You know, why is it so special to have that in the game?
To be honest, it came out of face planting too many times, parachuting in, just missing that ledge, and you're like, nope, that's frustrating. Let's fix that.
Well, we've all been there. Like, whether you've been playing Warzone, like you're trying to like hop and grab it, and you just like, it's like you want to hit the button to like activate the pull-up, but then you hit your shit.
Like they did
like,
make sense
so
upgrades.
Yeah. So I mean, really,
like all this stuff makes sense.
But yeah, it was also the high mantle too, right? Like late when we were developing Modern Warfare, and then you know Warzone started to come out. We had these walls and things. We ended up turning up the mantle height in Warzone.
Okay.
And it didn't feel as polished, but it allowed people to get over walls they otherwise couldn't. But like I said before, you kind of commit, and now you're like throw yourself over a wall and get shot as you make that transition. So the high mantle is definitely like get up, you can peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry. It just adds that extra layer of like I can be a little bit smarter about how I move through the space.
That's a good note that you know, we make all of the equipment, all of the movement, and all of these things for scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that everything we put here is going to show up in Warzone.
Well, now you've got this like metaverse of like there's so
it's a big kind of like I was saying earlier, right?
It's
like
not hard, man. I'm sure.
It's like how do you add different things in and make sure it all stays in check and not mess up this ecosystem.
Well, it feels like I guess for me when I view it, well, what has been the one thing, at least for me, that really separates Call of Duty from a lot of other shooters? It's like it does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need to be an amoeba, like it's just like floating through the map. Like you want to be some realism to it, but like how can you add that realism and the ability to, I mean, think about, I don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do with just like interacting with the map and what it's come to now. I mean, it's insane how much it's changed.
We had to argue to get sprinting into, I think it was COD 4.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
We didn't have that, and so like just the evolution of where.
Yeah, it's come a long ways. I played the very first one, so yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty special, and something else that's a bit special as well is the fact that we have all these content creators behind us.
It sounds like they did the same thing that Halo did. They had to fight to put sprinting in the game.
And Prison Rescue is going to be really exciting.
And that's crazy that the developers wanted to have sprint.
Go rescue the prisoner, and carrying them out is going to be huge because that icon does disappear. You know, how did it work with this prisoner, being able to put them in the game, knowing that somebody's going to have to run this prisoner back and extract them, and having that defense to be set up later on and have to completely and utterly change the game, go to that defensive mode? What was the kind of makings behind that?
So it was actually kind of a hard mode to make, and we went through all these different iterations, and we had these problems where we're like, hey, the modes around rescuing these prisoners, but people, they weren't able to, right? We're like, hey, do this heroic thing, and rounds just kept ending in elimination because it was so hard. And that's why we added the radar sweep that you get when you get the prisoner, and that's why we took the icon away when you pick the prisoner up. Because we were going through, and we tried with one prisoner, we tried with two right next to each other, we tried all these different iterations, and it took a while before everything kind of clicked. And often when you're making game modes, you don't really know. Like some of them pretty quickly, you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
But this one took a lot of work, a lot of finessing, and then we finally got it to where there is this balance, and we're seeing more hero moments. And that replay we saw, he actually, I think of that one, but while we were talking earlier, I saw him actually pick up the prisoner and take it all the way to extract and have that run, and that's what we wanted, that hero run.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about like how crazy it's gotten. Like I don't envy you guys at all. I mean, I do. You have great jobs, but like the fact that you have to think about like everything within this sandbox, like from when you're trying to make a new mode, like how is some new movement or anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War? Like,
I think at every game you have that moment at the end of the previous one. You're like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from this stone?
Yeah, right.
And it's like, but then you start iterating and trying different things, and you do kind of like, all of a sudden it's ballooned, and you're like, oh no, we have to cut stuff. We have too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, Joe, this is a pretty hard question, but just to kind of wrap things up here, you know, I think when you talk about Call of Duty, when you listen to feedback from players and different generations, they always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game. What is it about Modern Warfare 2 this time around, this title in particular, do you think that is going to bring generations back, years to come, and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, excuse me, was my game, and this is why I want to play it year in, year out?
Yeah, you know, nostalgia is a weird thing, and I know from working on past games and people speaking so highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things like that. And so for us, we can't really control that, but we try to lay out kind of, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, like you're kind of laying out a nice meal and you're hoping that everyone enjoys it. And from all the systemic play with all of our equipment and all these different interactive systems, we're just hoping that fans find new and crazy ways to play the game. I don't know. What about you?
You just want it to be fun. I mean, at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Because nostalgia, you gotta probably tune some of it out. Like some stuff, that's
yeah,
tough.
some of this stuff definitely gonna have to get buffed and tuned out.
And I think one of our strengths is, though,
that
is that
gun right there.
I run into people all the time, and they're like, "I'm an S&D player. Yeah. I'm a Warzone player. I'm a Plank
That
player."
shit was
like,
OD.
You know, like
He was
I
doing.
love TDM. That's I just play that, and so it's interesting that we're fortunate to be able to make all these different offerings so that people can come into our game and they're like, I love big war, vehicular combat. I'm going to ground war, right? And so I think that's an advantage that we have, that people can find their place, the thing they love, bring their friends in, and then years to come, they're like, I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, a bunch of different experiences for sure. And I got to say, the fact that we haven't even really scratched the surface yet, you know, we're here at the reveal, we're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions that we have as well. I want to know what some of the challenges have been for you guys to develop this game, to really get it to the point that it is now where you are comfortable to show it to the world and reveal it. You know, what some of the hardships been along the way in this ride?
You know, I think the big kind of elephant in the room is just, you know, a lot of this was made from people's homes, you know. You're looking at people's art and work that, you know, people in their
so they wasn't
spaces
even
are
in their own home when they made this.
I work out of a shed in my backyard. There's people in their mom's basement.
I bet it's a cool shed, though.
Not really. But it's hot. You know, but the fact that we can get this done through, you know, millions of Zoom meetings and millions of kind of keeping everybody up to date and so many different studios, not just ours, you know, all these different Activision studios to kind of keep on point and make sure that everything is, you know, good and great. It's been tricky.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's a great segue to, like, we have a really talented team, and we're up here representing that team, whether it's the multiplayer team, the engineering team, the animation team, the art team, and they're all specialists in what they do. The fidelity on our view model animations, the guns, everything, the art and the maps, the design. Our geo designers, they make these 6v6 type maps, they make these huge ground war maps, and they put it all together into this massive big map, and everything needs to sync. And so all we can do is thank them and do our best to represent them.
I'm kind of curious, were there any like positives for me from a creative standpoint with like the fact everyone was in the office and like everyone was kind of like away? Like I almost feel like maybe that would lead to some interesting ideas. Like when everyone's maybe not in a room and like maybe one idea kind of takes precedent, like everyone's just kind of isolated a little bit more. I just wonder if there was any like creative advantages there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were worried that kind of like productivity would go down by living at home, but we just found that everyone was so passionate about, you know, making this game that they could either play a game or their PCs sitting there and they could make the game better. And they were, you know, consistently working way too much. And we're like, hey, calm down. We're good. Let's get, you know. So I think that is a little bit of the fun part.
What I heard in some cases, like productivity actually like went up, which people didn't expect, and like now people are downscaling offices. So I was kind of curious if you just had like a lot of, I don't know, superstars kind of show up and pump out some really amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's tricky because, you know, we've just now been coming back in and getting kind of that kind of community in the office, and that has been a great way of kind of solidifying the game and getting people back in and feeling you don't get the big hoots and hollers when you're at home, right?
Yeah.
So you get people in the office, you get them in the big pit, and we're all playing. And
oh my God.
Yeah, you get that feedback loop of like, I made good stuff, and someone's happy.
Yeah.
Look, drawing back the curtain a little bit.
Come
so
on,
I think of
big
how
bruh.
to handle a brand new game, a
Oh
brand new
God,
title, bringing all these
bruh.
exciting factors to it. I'm thinking of like bare bones, you know, in your shed maybe, with a whiteboard, you know, just writing things on, just brainstorming. What is that process like? You know, building the blocks, building the foundation behind this brand new game, putting those ideas down on paper. How does it work for your team?
Well, that's a big question.
I mean, one aspect we used was we tried to kind of break everything down as simply as possible, and that really is just like a one-on-one interaction.
Yeah.
You know, like if you imagine how many times a one-on-one interaction happens in multiplayer or in single player, and like what does that look like? You know, they could just shoot each other, but you know, it's what is in your loadout, what's in my loadout. It's almost like it's like a card game where I use my splash and you use your smoke, and and so like we really worked on how many permutations and how that can play out. And so we figured if we can get that to come and play out in a lot of different ways, we can make a really deeply replayable game, which should, you know, make everyone really happy at the end of the day.
Nah, it seems like everyone's having a blast so far. I mean, this in general, it's got to be pretty special to see just this many content creators here, gassed up, enjoying the game.
I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. Honestly, Jeff, Joe, thank you so much for being here, giving us all the insights, letting us nerd out a little bit, ask all the questions that we're dying to know. But I tell you what, it is about time right now to head on over to the main stage to talk a little bit more about COD Mobile. We've got Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there. Let's take it over to them and see what they have in store.
All right. Thank you so much, Lottie, and welcome back to the Command Center presented by Xfinity Rewards. And it's time to finally drop into some epic Warzone mobile gameplay. And joining me here, none other than Matt Lewis. I've been so excited to bring you into this stage. He is the Vice President of Product Management for mobile.
Thank you so much. I am super excited to be here today. We just have some awesome gameplay. We have some cool new surprises for you. So I'm just really looking forward to sharing this moment with you and with just the entire Call of Duty community.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to get into
so
action.
Excited.
And obviously things are just heating up over here, and it really is impressive what you've been able to pull off here. And watching someone play, it looks great. It feels great. It's as if it's running off a console, to be honest.
It's true.
How did you guys make this from the ground up?
Yeah, it's a great question. So one of our game pillars was what we call relentlessly Warzone. I like to think of it this way.
Big bruh.
And for us, you know, that's something, it's a product of these proprietary combat and movement systems, the Verdansk map, tons of vehicles, and some unique Warzone mechanics, things like the gulag and in-game loadout drop. So you put all these together in a pot, mix them around, put some magic powder in there, and boom, Warzone. So games, they can try to match this recipe and they can spend a decade, you know, iterating and testing and trying this and that, but they're just not able to quite get there. So for us, being on the same technology, it means we don't have to tinker nearly as much. It's just an incredible advantage for us.
So how was the team able to do it and just really
everybody else is trying to copy our style. They got a tinker.
With tons of coffee.
They can try.
No wonder why we don't have any more coffee backstage.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's the truth. All the coffee in the world is how we were able to do it. No, you know, one of the things that I just love about this project, it's a really great mix of talent and experience. And for us, that concoction was what allowed us to have this kind of great end product. So for us, you know, there are 4 major studios who are working on Warzone Mobile. Activision Shanghai, Beanox, Digital Legends, and Solid State Studios. So our philosophy, it's been to mix together really amazing Call of Duty console and PC developers with some of the best mobile developers in the business. Because that's what we want, you know, an authentic, adrenaline-pumping Warzone, but something that is ultimately in this made-for-mobile, amazing, super polished mobile experience.
It's been so much fun watching all of these streamers today, and this game looks like a really great time. What is the best way for our viewers at home to guarantee they will be the first to drop in and play Call of Duty Warzone Mobile?
It's a great question. It's a great question. So for us, pre-registration is going to start today. We'll have a little bit more on that later. We're super, super, super excited. And if you're on Google Play, if you log on to the Google Play Store right now, you'll be able to start to pre-register. If you're on other platforms, please keep an eye out on all the social channels. We have the social
y'all don't
channels
have the
live now,
iOS
so
ready.
Follow, comment, all that kind of good stuff. And we're coming soon on the Apple App Store for pre-order. We have some incredible rewards. I'm going to talk about those maybe in a few minutes, but maybe for now, kick it over, check out some gameplay.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to go and pre-register for myself. I'm just so excited. But that brings an end to our coverage of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And honestly, it's been such an amazing, great time here. But obviously, before we do end all of these, we're going to try to see what kind of fun all these streamers are bringing it up over here, because we are taking up on the screen right now. I mean, this ends with us just trying to introduce the game, but obviously every one of us, we want to see the gameplay. We want to see everything that's happening here, and obviously
this mobile,
the best person to talk about everything that is happening here on your screen right now.
Oh man. So when I'm looking at this gameplay right now, for me, one of the things I love about Warzone is that vehicle play. The vehicle play, the movement, and the combat systems all tied together. I'm a thumb player. I can't do the claw myself, so when I see other thumb players in particular on the vehicles,
that is crazy. You doing that movement on a...
I just feel great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the players right now, even if you're not on
cell
mobile,
phone screen,
you just see this map and you go back way back 2020, and you're just seeing this map Verdansk. It's just you're basically having a little bit of a throwback from when you used to play this map, and you get to play it here on mobile. And so I feel like it's just so exciting to finally see this map back into life. And really, we're just ready to play. I know, yes, we're in alpha right now, but I played the game yesterday. It feels amazing.
100%. I think you nailed it. I think the team is really, really, really happy with where we are. If we think of the development process, we typically think about 4 stages, and we're in the 2nd stage right now, where we're live to some amount of people in our alpha, and we're going to be entering a beta shortly. So for people who are interested in getting their hands on the game, the best way to do that, to pre-register now, follow all of the channels on social. There'll be some great updates there. And we just have loads of improvements, loads of surprises too. We just have some super cool stuff coming in. New features, maybe some new gameplay. Gunsmith is looking absolutely incredible. I think players who are familiar with it, they're just not going to believe what we have coming out with soon.
And as you can see over here, we definitely have streamers that you're very aware of already just logging in, checking out Warzone Mobile. And it looks and feels amazing, as you can see on your top left screen. We were talking about this beforehand, right? One of the POIs that we really love to talk about is Boneyard, because for me, in my experience in Boneyard, it's great. It has so many chests. You definitely can get a lot of money, but the moment that you drop in, you already know there's a bounty on your head, most likely.
Me too. Boneyard for me is my favorite. I'm a player. I like to equip 2 things. I always like 2 primaries for myself. A shotgun is a must, and I like my shotgun and my sniper. People make fun of me for it, but that's what I love. Boneyard allows me to do both those things. I tend to like to hide out myself in some of those little airplane shells, wait for unsuspecting people to come in, and you know, sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. But that's me, Boneyard all the way. The fun thing for me too, we've been noticing some people, we've been noticing Bobby talk about this a little bit earlier, is, you know, being able to go back into some of those points of interest that you like, in particular ones that were former MP maps and previous Call of Duties. It's just one of the things that makes Warzone awesome. I know people were talking earlier like, oh my God, Superstore, Superstore, Superstore.
Oh yeah, speaking of Superstore, I mean, I like dropping in there because I feel like I'm going on a shopping spree, grocery shopping, all the weapons that you need on the ground, they're over there. You know, but the thing is, it's in the center of everything. You're in the middle of everything. So if you want to go and just go away into safety, you're going to have such a hard time because you're worrying about people up top. Airport is right there. Boneyard is right there as well. So I feel like for me, like since we're seeing Boneyard right now, it's kind of like a safe little spot because it's right off to the side, but you still get really good loot as well.
Totally, well said. And for me, one of the things I love about Verdansk as a player is there are these mix of different ranges. You have really close quarter, inside combat, things like Superstore. You have some long distance sniper areas. Some people I know like to go on top of dam and try to pick off some enemies. And then you have things that are great for AR, you know, that mix of ranges. So it really is kind of like, you know, choose your own adventure. How do you want to have that kind of gameplay?
Well, talking about the gameplay that we have right now, we definitely want to have a little bit of a look into the different streamers that we have, because obviously you can see here the duo. We got Hawks, we got Bobby Plays, and they're definitely really known in the scene, especially when it comes to mobile. And so it's really exciting to finally see these guys enjoy the game, because we've been talking about this for such a long time. And I really asked Bobby, are you going to be here in this event? I saw your invite. I wanted one as well, but obviously I sneaked into the COD Next event and was finally here, finally able to you know, see the alpha. But hey, since we're here, taking a look at what's going to happen here on the right side of your screen. You're taking a look at the map, and it's like, it's exactly what we saw in Warzone.
Totally, it's getting to one of those end crunch periods. This is my favorite. The circle started to close, not yet final circle, but it's definitely that time. You got to be a little bit strategic and smart about your choices. There is a penalty if you get a little bit too aggressive.
And now speaking of being aggressive, it's like we were talking about it.
Working on past games and people speaking so highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things like that. And so for us, we can't really control that, but we try to lay out kind of, I don't know,
have a better time, not really looking for those kills. But the best thing here is you need to find that middle ground in every BR game that you have. For here, cash is king. You need to buy out, go and find a way to buy your fallen teammates, so we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the Gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a Gulag feature over here. I want to see it.
Me too, and looking at the mini-map here, there were just quite a few red dots around. Something tells me we're going to see the Gulag pretty soon.
And now we're talking about the weapons that they have over here. Obviously, it's something that we've seen already. The Fennec, I feel like it's going to be a really good gun. And speaking of, there you go, gets one. So that's a really good start. So hard up. We can see Bobby Blaze. I mean, it's just like Bobby Blaze has been such a tremendous name here in the mobile scene, and now he needs to get out because he's going to be in big trouble, especially going out here with no cover whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's living dangerously. I don't know, Bobby. I'm worried for you, man.
Yeah, Bobby and Hawks, they need to find a way to, you know, just get some cover. There you go, finds one. Gets the kill, and that's going to be really good for them so far. So again, so far so good, and I'm really looking forward to kind of just talking to the guys later on after this gameplay, right? I feel like they have a lot to say.
Me too, super curious to hear. Also curious to hear how this interaction here ends. I want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. One of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this little in-game economy and the strategic choices that happen as a result. Sometimes I want to get my own loadout. Sometimes, no, I'm all about buying a new score streak, leveling up, helping my squad that way. There's a really nice element of strategic choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on COD console and PC, they just absolutely loved. And, you know, in mobile, there's really nothing quite like it. So just can't wait for players to get their hands on that.
Oh, most definitely, because I had my hands on it yesterday. I'm not very good at it, and that's why I'm being a shoutcaster. I'm just kidding. But really just playing the game and playing Warzone in general, it feels as if you're playing the same thing on console and PC. And so that's such a huge deal, especially since you're putting it in such a tiny device, tiny but powerful device, and to have the same thing here. Not only that, it has its unique aspects as well. I think we've already mentioned it before. Mobile, yes, even though you already have it, Warzone is here, it has its unique features.
Big time. And when we started making the game, we listed out all these options. We could make something that was totally not connected. It was its own mobile experience, no connective tissue to Call of Duty console or PC. And on the other end of the spectrum, we could do an exact port, something that felt exactly the same, had, you know, same experience, same economy, same everything else. What we decided in the end was, you know, there are different principles that we want to achieve. We want to make sure on the core game, so here, the moment-to-moment gameplay, it feels just as good as Call of Duty console, because really, for us, that's the best shooter in the world. We want to make sure that we're rendering that properly on mobile. We just think there's nothing better. At the same time, for mobile players, there's certain customizations that are really important. Sometimes on the event side, or what we call internally the live ops side, but also just on the controls. So we want to make sure we're taking those best of both worlds and adding them together into an experience that just feels like nothing else on mobile. We think we're on the right track.
Yeah, well, speaking on the right track, Noah from YouTube getting these kills already, and it's our first time seeing him right now. So again, where he's at, it's going to be a prime spot because it's not going to be too crowded, as you can see here, but you can also get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that you want to have. And now for him exploiting all of these, I can see the movement is very much like Warzone. I feel like for me, that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be like? And you can see here, it's good. He's done. He's already kind of felt the game pretty right to the fact that he can get a lot of these kills. And so how was it like trying to transform into the movement coming in from Warzone, going in here to Warzone Mobile?
That's a great point. We thought movement, that's one of those things. Movement and really the whole combat experience, it's something that we just felt like we don't want to mess with it too much. It's so special. It's what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. So for us, it's about rendering that in the right kind of way. And again, not totally there, but man, we're pretty happy with where we are at this alpha stage in the development process.
I'm just so excited to see every one of these streamers just battle it out, especially at the very late game where you get to see the circle just kind of closing in. But obviously we only have a set amount of time, and that brings an end to what we saw when it comes to the gameplay of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And it has been really fun, really exciting to see all the streamers playing the game. And we still have way more lined up for you. But with that being said, let's bring in Xavier for a special sideline update.
Yeah, what's going on? WWE Superstar Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, here with the only...
I'm here with Austin Creed.
Woo! Having a good time. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
How you been?
Brother. I've been great.
Good.
I'm having such a good time so far, man. It's crazy.
Well, I love to see you. Yeah. Now, first things first, we've all been at home for a long time, and now we get to come out to come do an event like this. You get to see all your buds, play Call of Duty with all of them. How does it feel being at this event right now?
Honestly, there's like a 13-year-old little boy like inside of me, the 13-year-old version of me that's like freaking the fuck out. Sorry, I don't know if that's allowed or not, but my bad. I won't do it again. But like, I am losing my cool. Like, I think it's awesome to think about the fact that like I'm at a Call of Duty event and one of this scale for a game that's this big.
Right. Yeah. Well, since you got to play the game with a bunch of people so far, what's your favorite thing?
Ooh, my favorite thing, an individual thing. I think so far what I've come to really like is I feel like they took everything that I loved about Modern Warfare and elevated it to the point where like the visuals, the gunplay, the feel of everything is just really polished and tuned. And that's part of what I really loved about Modern Warfare.
Nice, nice. Now, you're going to get into some Battle Royale later today. Is there anybody here that you are excited to find and take out on the battlefield?
I was thinking about turning it off, but they said Battle Royale?
Give me Symphony's Pidgeotto ass. You know what I mean? I want to take him out because, you know, he's known as the cheater, the Warzone kid, and he's my good friend of mine, so I feel like it'd be legendary if I was able to just smoke him in the new Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, you know?
Well, there we go. There we go. We're going to be watching. Yeah. We're going to see if you get it. All right. Appreciate you guys listening. Back to you, Lottie.
Great job, guys. That was awesome.
Did they freak out back there?
Awesome. Yeah, that was great. That was so fun.
How's that audio? Or is that me? Oh, that's them.
Inside, how hyped up he is, like,
oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is. I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's in one room here for one reason. It's to play and be excited about the new game, man. You can hear it, like the passion in here. Everybody's loving it, all the new game modes.
Is that mobile?
On the screen right now.
That's in third-person view?
We've had in Call of Duty before, but not quite like this.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And yesterday, just being able to play, seeing your own back as well has been a while, of course.
Oh, she was watching somebody,
spectating. When you got
spectating.
used to it as well, Ali, like, yeah, I started frying, and I know you fry. I was having
Wait, you can play Call of Duty now in third-person view?
Setup, so I made sure to change my clan tag to CXT, so everybody knew who was absolutely world starring them on the map. But I will say, the energy in here compared to like a competitive event is just, it's intense in a totally different way. It's intense in the fact that everybody is just so excited and everybody is just having pure fun and bliss, loading into a new game, figuring things out. Like, the energy is just on a different level. It really is on a different level.
This looks sick.
It does.
Yeah, what I like about this, Clint, is in 3P, you know, it's 3P, you use the corners, get that advantage. But when you aim in, I was worried about
it feels really
like,
natural. It looks really natural.
Yeah, I was worried about how seamless it would be from like going from 3P to aiming in, but it's
you're
perfect.
supposed
Your
to be
centering feels on point.
75.
That's how you play the game and try to keep your, you know, red dot in the
upgraded
middle.
too far.
You can play like that, right? So it's really nice, man. It works. Well,
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing this again. You can go in the third-person view too.
Mobile BR, like the first iteration of it, like that kind of that 3P to first person. That was the first time I really had messed with it much, and it felt great. So
see, like this ain't the mobile version, right?
create a game mode here.
Yeah, and you can also kind of
looks really seamless, like you said.
You can also kind of see how your character moves. Remember we were talking about earlier, Ali, where it was like the character, the movement, like it feels different. It's reimagined. Like when you're jiggle peeking, you can see the hips, the head move, everything.
Yeah.
You can really see that in the 3P. That's what you know. When I had that realization, I was playing that earlier. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to play these angles a bit differently. And you know, if you're a little bit more of a tactical player, like to get that information, this is gonna be what you want to play.
And I don't know if this goes for everybody, but this is the first time I played a third person like this, where you actually went into your sights still, like that you weren't still in third person when you went to ADS. So that was very interesting to transition for me, and I was curious at how it would work with a controller, because I use a controller personally. I feel like mouse and keyboard players are a little bit more accustomed to stuff like that. So I was wondering how that would translate, but like Ant was saying, like it just felt natural.
That's raw as hell. What's up, boy?
It was actually really, really fun to play because your FOV, like you see everything, and like you play and you peek corners like totally different than in your first person mode.
He said, "What's up?"
The one thing I really like is like one thing I'll struggle with sometimes. Like you get this really cool operator or something, right? Like
Lewis on this new build is a 78. I fucked up. I should have stayed him at a 75. I could have played the little rookie
but with
joint.
this, like if you get something dope or some of the different emotes you
I
can do,
upgraded him up too much.
you are sure
You get to see what you look like.
I was trying to go to the rookie challenge
Your
thing.
point there, Ali, about getting used to kind of the zoom in then into the ADS as well. It does take a second to get used to for sure. How would you handle that though? Because I think, you know, traditional Call of Duty games are straight up first person. You know, you can snap really quickly, right? Your ADS, you can put perks on to make sure that ADS is as fast as possible. This takes a little bit of time. So are you pre-aiming when you're going around? Like, what are you doing to try and kind of combat that?
Well, I'll tell you right off the bat, when we first loaded into it yesterday and got a little bit of a taste, I thought it was a bug. I thought you weren't supposed to be able to ADS. I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Like, oh, they're going to be playing tomorrow. Like, this is going to be happening. But that, it was meant to happen. It was such a smooth mechanic. And talking about getting used to it, I was pre-aiming quite a bit, but as you got used to it, the hip fire on a lot of these weapons is actually incredibly accurate. So if anything, you're going to find yourself hip firing a lot more than ADSing when you're playing this game mode. Again, might leaning towards the mouse and keyboard players who are more used to not actually.
He said he got stuck in one side. He didn't rotate over.
Yeah. We had it back in the day. Like I've grinded 3P Call of Duty. It's actually a lot of fun. We have search and destroy tournaments all the time. I think these guys are having a lot of fun with it. I mean, you can see like it's a completely different play style.
Where did you?
No, I messed up. It supposed to have been 75. I went up 3, so I can't even go in there.
You get a different kind of FOV feel for the map as well. You know, you see things in a different.
It was like this rookie joint. It's pretty much boot camp. I'm just gonna call it boot camp. It's boot camp in that little theater. You play boot camp.
Like they put in so much work into the game. Like IW.
I'm not playing. I'm dead ass. I might be grabbing this center and going in there. Like I'm not bullshitting. I need to hit 40. I need to hit 40. I don't care about the park record like that. I'm not really tripping on that.
And I kind of miss that going forward because I like to see if I get this really cool operator, I want to see it more.
Yeah, but I know I'm finna be making. I'm probably gonna be getting some serious L's in there because I'm not gonna have no L.
So good.
Looks so good.
And not to mention this.
I'm not gonna have no upgrades on my build in there for
Operators
the.
are gonna be coming off of beta, like
He ain't probably any.
they look so freaking good. So
Oh yeah.
Very, very excited to see once the game
As you should.
we're going to get heading forward.
I need vacation, maybe.
Hey, I'm getting this Call of Duty too, man. That new Call of Duty, I'm getting that. I don't know. They got third person and first person view. They went to like the. Bro, they got like a battle royale version in there, and they got it.
Like insane.
Yeah, the third person view stuff. Yeah.
Like I want to reenact that live in game.
And it switched the first when you aim down sight. I'm like, oh, this is raw.
And yeah, that was really rough. I was actually playing on Cloaksy's station, and I've definitely given him a bad name.
Especially since listening, I'm finna go. I was about to go to rec with a center. I wasn't gonna upgrade nothing. Do you hear me?
He really doesn't.
Just going wreck, nigga. I'm on crash out mode for at least a couple days.
Can't be Cloaksy for sure. But pretty exceptional stuff, and we can see a lot of the ADS here.
Because I really need to get that. I gotta hit 40, and the quickest way to hit 40 in this game is, of course, with a center.
Tell people are having fun, and that's what this is all about. It's been awesome.
Yeah, you get a center and shit, rebounds and defense. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta do nothing special. Rebound, defense, and pass the ball.
Nick cam if his face wasn't in it.
Yeah, like what? I walked through all these setups. I saw the cameras were in the right spot.
I learned that from that glass cleaning finisher from 22. That's all I did.
That's the classic Nick Merckx. It's the forehead.
Standing
the
dunks.
eyebrows and the forehead going strong always. You
Well, I
probably
could
talked about this
shoot
a little
them
bit,
too,
but just
though.
while it's on the screens, I've got to say the aesthetics of this game looks so good, and in terms of third person as well, being able to see it all encapsulated as well as.
Oh shit! I don't even want to steer you wrong, sir.
Stunning.
Well, I don't even know. I always been putting my close shop to like 80.
The color I'm loving. Got it on point
I
right
do
now.
mine 80, but you a dunker. So all that stuff, I'm not a dunker.
He was pushing up and he was turning left, but he.
So all that stuff that you was allocating towards dunk, I was allocating towards my layup and close shot.
Nick, I mean, he's got a history of third person. So this.
How are you guys feeling about the angles? We're seeing Nick do it a little bit here and just kind of shimmying.
But it seemed like the threshold was like 82, 80. Cause I done put this joker, instead of doing a 83 ball, I did an 82.
He's having a
This motherfucker shooting smooth.
So it's like the best.
He is torching this lobby right now.
Bullying them.
But no, I think there is definitely there's a learning curve to it if you haven't really played it. And yeah, he has a lot of experience with this type of camera, this type of gunplay, and I think you're seeing that absolutely right now. Just the used movement with the crouch to the block. He's a little disappointed. I think it's a nade that takes him out, but he was tearing the lobby apart.
Yeah, it makes it look way too easy, I'm not gonna lie. He makes me feel like
he looks a lot more natural than some of them, right?
Yeah, he does.
Even some of the POVs we went to, I think you could tell they've been playing a little bit, but his looks a bit different, without question.
Oof. It's gonna be a rough one. He's not happy. He's not happy about that. Absolutely insane stuff, though. It looks.
I'm doing too many builds. I just need to slow down real quick.
Yeah, he's
I'm
fine.
fucking up.
He's absolutely fine. That's your teammate. That's your teammate.
That's what I always struggle with when I'm playing something for the first time. Allie, I'm
Yeah, no, I did that yesterday.
I'm
I was shooting at teammates.
I'm shooting at teammates, locking on teammates all the time. When it's like new maps, like new game. I don't know. I always.
You guys just need to dial it in.
What do you mean? Listen, especially if you're not in comms either, and like you don't know the routes on the map yet. Like you run into something, you don't see that name.
There's
by
no
the head.
excuse for Allie.
With a 95,
Allie,
god
I'm pretty
damn.
confident if you put the time in,
Yeah, what's up?
you would have had a better
That's
professional
OD,
career.
OD. Nigga, you all you gotta do is hit that bitch at 93 for the elites. That motherfucker said 90.
I can't understand. You guys.
I used to always mess with Ant.
I got
If I skip
Clint.
college,
I
and
got
was
time,
grinding,
Clint.
like Ant's in trouble. We're gonna take a look at a replay now. Nick was absolutely popping off in 3P. We know he's got the experience with it. Let's check out the Elgato replay.
Yeah, this guy obviously has been here before, but of course on a new game here, Modern Warfare
What
2.
takeover is
Looking
that?
amazing. I'm pretty sure this part he does snap off. I thought that might have been the part where he died. I was going to say surely not. But just really, really seamless gameplay from Nick Merckx. And it's something to
He
expect
ain't
from
got
him for
enough
the
in
future. The fact that
finishing.
he's getting it down already. Brand new game, brand new maps. I mean, it's pretty clean, isn't it, Nameless?
Yeah, he was frying, and he wasn't even using right-hand advantage there. Like, literally using the left side of the screen. So
That's what I always struggle with is that toggle between shoulders. Like, I mean, it's very natural when you play more, but like at first, I'm not very. I just end up like looking at over one shoulder, basically.
Yeah, I always look at the right side.
Oh.
It's so tough. Left side, I always get gunned.
Yo, black ass, I ain't gonna tell him. Yeah. You like dunking. Yeah. You like dunking. That's what I'm saying. You got it's either you go remove your frame and do a different play style without the dunking, or you gonna stay with that shit.
Perks as well. Obviously, the perk packs we talked
It miss out like on some, I don't know, shooting or something, or some finishing.
now on the screen, but obviously having to earn the perks and kind of produce the goods and secure those as you're playing is pretty cool too.
Yeah, we'll see what people play around when it comes to the perk setups. You can create your own, but they also have different like classes. You can be a support player,
shoot that
like
MIDI.
you mentioned earlier. You can be a sentinel. Josie saw I was talking about
Crashing
that. So,
down.
There's different categories. I think most people just like create their own, run some of the historics that we have at EOD, which is back battle hardened. You can stay away from stuns, nades. And then Dead Silence is a field upgrade. I know everybody's always talking about, is Dead Silence in the game? Well, yes, it is. It's a field upgrade. So you can still have that while you pick your additional perks. And as the game goes on, you'll get more. So you're just going to feel like a super soldier this time.
He said, I'm putting belts to ass after that.
Different. We're going to see how it plays out, but it seems, I just like the concept of
Yeah,
unlocking and earning things.
You ain't gotta get that damn shot. I gotta get that shot,
It's
me dog.
satisfying. You get kills, the game goes on, you get an extra perk. Like we've had like something similar before back in Ghost with the specialist, and you felt unreal as you started to unlock some of the other perks. So I'm excited to see how these guys play around with it.
Ooh, all right, Papa App.
I know.
Father of two.
Here he comes.
Dominating the lobby.
I love seeing a sub in his hand. I mean, this is probably one of the better point of views we're going to get, as he is just looking to be a menace right
Using
now.
the 74U, looks like a version of the AK. Yeah, he is. Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Oh, do it
Oh
to him,
my
Ab.
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
forget as these guys grind, they're going to start unlocking more weapons. So
I
we
know.
actually
Yeah.
we haven't seen this yet. We've seen Phoenix, we've seen the Hurricane, the FSS Hurricane. We have not seen the 74U on the stream yet.
Oh, there you kind of get to see the Dolphin dive, from the third-person POV, which I still think that's what I'm appreciating the most about this, is just seeing some of the animations from the 3P. It's just, I don't know, it's a different beast. Nice to see.
I just want to see somebody dolphin dive in third person down an escalator. I'm still waiting
with
for
that. I'm with that. You can turn around mid-dive.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah, so like, people are going to be getting twerked on.
Just, yeah. Definitely are, for sure. I mean, the 360 down an escalator is going to be pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rim, app.
I'm all in the
Speaking
crowd.
of, I want to know
Fucked
how you
up.
guys feel so far about competitive play. I mean, we've got some incredible pros or ex-pros on our screens as well. I mean, you know, so far, so good. How are you feeling about the pacing? How these guys
they're playing
are
great.
handling it?
These guys are playing great.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, the main things are like going into it from a competitive aspect is like the maps, which the maps look pretty good.
Yeah.
Auto looks great. And we've only seen a
Yeah, it's like impossible for you to say. Yeah, just gotta spend more time on the maps,
Yeah,
see
the
how they
gunplay
play
feels
out.
good. Like for me,
Get
when
some
I sit
grinding
down, Clint, like the first thing that I look at is like the gunplay. How does it feel?
Yeah.
And it felt great. Like the movement feels good. You got some, you know, extra mechanics.
You get good gunplay and movement, it's like everything else is kind of, will be all right. If it's fun to play.
Yeah. So
Oh, you gotta be
think so
90.
far, like, it's W.
It was 88 and yeah, got to be 90 for that last one for the rebirth.
Go through my
You'll be at
like, all right,
the
I'll try
Viper
this one out.
entrance.
But really, when I first load into the game right away, I'm looking at the map layout. That's
Nah,
kind of
your
like
shirt
my
do
forte,
come
and
off
I
before
will
then.
say the Mexican Village, that map,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that map. And like a competitive aspect, it gave me a little bit of like a 3-lane, as well as the paintball map that had the middle section of Chaos. I was talking about how there was the underground passageways. It's giving, again, like a
This
3-lane
nigga
hybrid.
here.
So with the maps that we are given to play with on this
His
alpha
own
test,
Porsche.
I am looking forward to the game release. I'm looking forward because for competitive side of things, at least my personal opinion, things are looking bright.
Amazing stuff. I love to hear that. And I'll tell you what, I love to hear from some other people in this amazing arena. We've seen a ton of action so far, of course, our third-person mode as well. But it's time to toss it on down right now to Gina, Darling, and Stephanie to give us an update on how things are on the floor and what is going on over there.
Hi,
You pulled it
Stephanie.
off.
Welcome back. Now listen, we've heard it teased a couple times today. Raids are coming to Call of Duty. Now, would you mind letting the people at home know what they can expect for this new experience too?
Thank you, Gina. It's so
Shit, I don't get all my goddamn playmaking badges in motherfucking 4 games. I'm about to get all my playmaking badges in 4 games. That shit crazy.
this year, but raids in all
What?
new experience, different gameplay than we've
Oh
ever
yeah, but I got
brought
the same
fans.
shit.
And this mode is ultimately all about communication and coordination.
I
The
try not
things
to
that you
even look at
expect
that damn
from a raid.
thing.
We're actually going to be looking at episodic missions, all of them sort of a couple hours in length, starting with
That's why I started laughing when they said playmaking shot creator. I'm like, nigga, and I got bully on? Like, nigga, is you dumb?
you know, play into the campaign, continue to play out across every chapter.
Exciting. Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Now, can we get a little bit more detail on the gameplay itself?
Yeah, so we're looking at 3-person teams. And like I said, this is
That
all
off-ball.
sort of a mix of
Adam,
combat,
move it.
of narrative, and puzzles. So those sort of core mechanics of what we love, know
yeah, I
and love
know.
from
I know.
raids are coming to
She
Call of
hot out here
Duty
for
in
a
that
PM.
style. And like I said, I think the way that the narrative will continue to evolve seasonally across each encounter and each mission, I'm stoked for everybody to get a chance to see these.
Now, listen, as a longtime Call of Duty player, lined
Ooh,
up during
I hit
midnight
that shit.
so many times, and
the
still
GameStop,
stream
at the Best Buy.
Shout out to the mom
That
pop
shot
shops
look
too.
disgusting.
And still streaming Call of Duty to this day. This gets me so hyped. So please let me know how and when can we dive into raids.
Right, so this is going to come with the launch of Season 1. So same dates you're looking at for Warzone 2.0. This will be November 16th. Season 1 kicks off for Modern Warfare 2. And I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle of Season 1, actually. So it's going to be great.
Awesome. You heard it, guys. Thank you so much. And let's go back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Gina and Stephanie, and really excited about everything that is coming in. I just feel like the more the day goes on, the more we're getting, the more reveals are coming. I mean, there is so much to unpack here, isn't there?
It's just, listen, I've been a part of a ton of these launch events or premieres, and, you know, we've shown, usually it's been like a multiplayer reveal, or maybe we'll show off like a campaign or something. Never, I don't know how to describe it other than like it feels like we're in this sort of like metaverse now with Warzone Mobile, with Warzone 2, with multiplayer coming from Modern Warfare 2. It just feels like it's just giant sandbox of so much cool Call of Duty shit that I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, it really is an experience. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 is bringing absolutely everything to
Animations transfer over,
on the other side of
as
things,
well
there
as
is something
clothing.
for everyone, right? I mean,
Praise
you can see
Jesus.
we've got Ground War coming on our screen in just a moment.
I want to see a tank pull someone's
Yeah,
face
you
off.
still got all that's unlocked.
The
Yeah.
list is absolutely
Now you got to
endless.
go
The
through
fact
the
that
whole
there's so many Call of
process of
Duty
getting
fans that
them
love
to the
something
point where you
specific
can
about
use
COD.
it.
They have something to think they
Yeah.
can do here, Ali, and it's,
You ain't
it's
got
incredible.
to repurchase.
It's like an amusement park. No, you're good. I need you to let you shoot your shot.
I got distracted by Cloaksy. I'm so sorry. Continue your point.
I hope he sees it later.
I'm so sorry,
I hope he sees
Cloaksy. I
it
am
later.
so sorry for yesterday tainting your name.
And I was just saying, it's like an amusement park of Call of Duty, right? There's just so much going on, and like we haven't even scratched the surface of it. Like there's still so much to be played. We're heading into Ground War. We're gonna see tanks.
Oh, here go
we're gonna see
Ground
the
Wars
vehicles,
with
like,
the tanks,
so
baby.
much. Oh, the water!
This
The
is
water!
what I've
This is what I've been waiting for.
This is what I've been wanting to see is the boat.
Wow.
So
They're going out. They're going fishing.
They're going out. They got the full squad in there. Look, like I would not want to run into these guys. We played some Invasion.
Oh, it's Stone Mountain. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked to see that dude. He's ready to get tactical with the ships.
Yeah. These guys got. Okay, I was gonna say he's running around with a pistol. Got the M4 in hand. Zuma here, so you know he's twisted.
Yeah. Nah, he's having a blast. It's been amazing to see Tommy Zuma's success in recent months, but yeah, he's got the gunny still. It's cool to see him out here competing, playing, having some fun, but this is like, what, kind of like a middle ground between like your Warzone and your multiplayer experience for those of you that haven't like messed around with Ground War. It's just giant sandbox. You're going to see it all. Very, very different from your 6v6 type maps, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Shit hit different when you got LeBron James on your team. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And everyone's in here just trying to, like, you just come in here, you pull out a sniper, you pull out an AR.
All I did was put special delivery on Silver and watch the sparks fly in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that is very, very true, actually. It really does kind of remind me of Warzone. I don't know whether that's just because Aiden's on my screen or whether it's
That
just
nigga
because
said the
obviously
air
there's
up
some
there
kind of
just
map
feel
experience.
different.
It's like a little bit of a
It
warm
smells
up, and
different.
a little taste into what Warzone is. And it's cool the fact that you can get that in Modern Warfare 2. You can kind of come out of multiplayer, chuck on Ground War, and just get straight into things here as well, which, oh God, go on. That would have been so sick. We want to see a sniper shot right from the top there.
Well, I was kind of curious if he was trying to hit shots at that range.
Let's see a swim. Let's see some swimming.
I mean, it's not even a sniper, is it?
This is the
Oh my God, you can swim in Call of Duty. Oh my God, it's a
I've been
major
compared to Michael
dub.
Phelps due to my long arms and very athletic legs.
Oh, is he getting damaged?
Yeah,
He is.
pretty
Got
sure
it?
he's either, I wasn't sure if he was drowning or getting beamed.
Ooh.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Hold the phone.
I love how the movement with Aiden, like you can tell he's playing it like Warzone. Like when we were first watching him, like he was busting doors open, looking
With that
for
Glock,
looking at the
with
ground,
that
looking for high
switchy, yeah.
ground. So I think that's like, it's so interesting to differentiate the
Let me find they didn't reincarnated Kobe Bryant on the Lakers. Talking about some Thomas Bryant.
Selecting his loadout here.
You ain't slick.
Got into it earlier on. But Ground War, what kind of loadout do you want? Obviously, it's very different from multiplayer. It's so much bigger. You know, what are you
Overkill.
thinking?
You gotta have have an AR with. You saw he just put a bigger scope.
He just hit himself in the forehead with that nade, I believe.
Oh, split.
Hey, listen, it happens to the best of us, Aiden. It happens to the best of us. Not me, but it happens.
I love that you can select your spawn as well.
Damn.
You're gonna want like a sniper, an overkill AR.
Oh.
Nice move.
Yeah, this spawn selection is huge, by the way. That is such an interesting and cool kind of push there into Ground War.
Listen, this is what I'm doing all day. If I'm not in the back sniping,
Tank
Ground War,
just going crazy.
like look how fun this is.
Man, I can't believe they done took over Battlefield, bro.
What song do you think he's got playing in the tank?
Who would have knew?
That's a very
Call of Duty then took over Battlefield, man. Who would have
I
knew?
feel like there's usually some.
And the worst part about it, they still ain't got no destructible environment. You can't blow up the buildings. It's 2022, you still can't blow up buildings.
I believe they talked about it. I think in like the other show, there are some vehicles that you can take right to the water. Like, this is some James Bond stuff.
They said they sink slow now when you drive a vehicle in the water, which I want to see a tank sink slow.
I know. It's kind of cool just to see people diving in, by the way. Isn't it? It's kind of cool to see people jumping into the water.
Stuff,
Dip your toes into it.
And just like when we
It's
scale
hot.
out,
They're in the desert.
when we come out of game and we see the view like this, it just blows my mind that they were able to set this up.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Like,
the venue
everybody
itself.
grinding, like everybody in a ground war, queuing up. It's been absolutely amazing all day, man. You can hear everybody's getting loud, passionate. They're ready, man.
Oh yeah, there's been a fair amount of trash talk. Just, I mean, a lot of these guys know each other. They're in the same lobbies, just screaming.
I'm trying to go for a gold, nigga. I got 5 playmaking badges in one game.
Oh, I was looking
I'm
away
trying to
back
go
behind us.
for
I didn't
10, nigga.
Here we go.
I'm finna make this motherfucker ring off like a slot machine in this bitch.
I know, I literally was like, how?
And I was leading my shot, not hitting him. I was like,
Oh my mama.
No lead?
I think it's one of those things like just different sniper. You just gotta get used to it, dude. Once
Yeah.
you get a feel for it,
Oh,
you're
here we
hitting.
go.
Yeah, well, up close and like, medium range, I was fine on sniper.
Every time I'm coming through the door, nigga.
It's going to take some time to get used to. It'll take a little bit of time.
I mean, I'm kind of all for that. I'm kind of hoping, at least just from the amount of like Warzone I've played. I know we're in ground war right now, but like your really long range stuff, I'm hoping with a reduction in attachments.
Like this?
Oh yeah, what is going on here?
This looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, what sort of sniper perch is this?
It's like a chopper gun. Like, this looks lit.
And you can, oh wow, you can really walk around? Jeez.
That's so cool.
That's actually really cool.
I wonder if the back is open. Is the
I
back
need
open
you to
too?
hit it. Oh god, out of the combat area, get out. 2, 1.
outta here, bro.
Just back in.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Did it though, look noisy.
Oh. But I hope like with the reduction in attachments,
Try to snipe.
it's a little bit harder. Like, we've gotten so used to being able to just beam someone at 200 meters.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more of a challenge to it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a skill factor coming in.
Oh, someone saved his life. Guardian Angel.
I really do feel like the way that this game plays so far, the pacing, everything about it, honestly, the skill factor, I feel like is there. I feel like we're going to see that a lot.
Well, that guy's thigh is no longer there.
That's
so
true.
a lot of
Very
it
true.
just ripped off of the 50 cal.
Very true.
Damn.
He was just moving with the sniper in his hand, by the way. Like, really quick.
The speed demon.
Yeah, he changed the
So
attachment.
I had 20 points. So, I mean, 20. I
Hey,
had
Cluck.
like
What's up, buddy?
15 assists.
I'm your #1
So I
fan.
need to go at least double
I
that.
ordered your merch and I wear your shirt every other day.
I think
Big
That's
fan.
some pizzas in the background.
if I'm
So they
going off
delivering
of
hand
that
delivery?
ideology, that would
Okay,
work.
'cause I'm looking forward to that.
That would make
Wow.
sense.
I'm thinking,
Can we get a hand-delivered pizza
I'm
to the
thinking that's a
desk?
little
I don't know
hand-delivered
when
Little
my-
If I
Caesars
got
going around
15
right
My
now.
bid for
whatever
us,
my next break is, I'm throwing back
motherfucking
anytime.
15
I'm
more.
getting napkins.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking
Having
10.
pizza, watching some
Very
gameplay on this
greasy.
desk right now is a vibe.
Yeah,
I mean, what I see right now is I see Call of Duty, I see a bunch of streamers, I see Mountain Dew, and I see pizza.
I mean,
This is literally opening night. Like,
fever
This brings me back to being 18, right?
I know.
Just the best.
We're waiting in line for the game, go home, like, I'm taking school off tomorrow. Like, sorry, I can't go, Grandma.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Gotta put that temperature thermometer on the radiator. Make sure that's the highest it can be.
Oh, there it is!
my God.
Of course it's Pammy!
Who better to watch for the
Of
sniper?
course.
Of course!
Yo.
Hit it! Ah! Hit marker!
Wow.
Oh, he is just flying
Oh
his that?
wow, he said I'm getting this one.
It is Pam.
What a moment.
Hamashi bombed.
Oh.
Oh, he's getting ripped in there.
He's been doing this for a while.
Oh, no.
Ah. He got one, though, from the
Look
chop.
at the
It
smile.
was
You can see
gross,
him.
too.
He's so happy.
Oh, I can see it now, Clint. All the 360 snipes off of that chopper.
Oh, yeah.
In the montages, like, it's gonna
It's like, what you know those moves they do off of like the diving board, like at the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like triple cal sal 720 back.
Damn, you shoot motherfuckers in the air?
Look, the dev said that they wanted fun, and
this
that
is-
sounds pretty damn fun to
Kinda
me.
with that, yeah.
Yeah.
my God.
What just happened there?
Damn, got his ass sniped out there.
Adios, farewell. Was that bread?
I don't know.
I think it was bread.
Look at
Oh, so you not even safe in the air no more, boy. Oh, that's kind of dope. I kind of like that.
Jack's getting popped.
I saw Miles actually getting pretty diffy in a lobby against Biffle.
Okay.
He was top of the leaderboard.
That's who we needed to
That
1v1.
air up
I
there.
actually think it's a Miles.
Oh,
versus
there's the
Biffle,
pizza.
yeah.
That looks glorious. Of course, Jack takes
You had to wait for the ball to come down.
Oh, my mouth is literally watering just thinking about pizza.
Go ask Jack for some.
I could eat it every
Yeah.
meal. I'll be honest with you. I really could.
Oh, he's bringing the sniper out?
Yeah, he switched to his
He was like, you know what? Let's do it. If you can't beat him, join him.
All right, 15. We need 13 more.
I want to know who's
13
winning right
more.
now. Unfortunately,
like
I think his
Oh.
cam is. Oh, they are winning there. I can see just the
13.
top, 45, 49 winning.
There we go.
I need a loser's point of view now to see the score.
Boom! Hit the snipe that nigga.
Okay. Oh, I'm confused. Is somebody actually driving that?
I thought it was like a
Bro, whoever is flying that helicopter supposed to have been gone, boy. Swiss cheese.
How we doing, sir? Looking very dapper.
This is cool. Selecting spawns is just sick. I'm not going to get used to that.
I just like the
Supposed to have been on some Black Hawk Down shit.
You pick your spawn,
Yeah.
you sort of appear there, but now like the whatever you call it, like the
thing,
the animation, the
Ah.
what do I call it? Like no, how it like takes you.
It takes
like flies.
it's like the zoom in, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a
can't
word
dribble.
for it there that I'm not finding, but like
I
the
know.
zoom into
Transition
like your
into
spawn.
it.
Transition, there we go. That's probably what I was looking for. But I like that a lot. Thank you, Lottie, for saving my brain.
very
It was
well.
struggling because it needs pizza.
Mine struggles on the reg.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't worry. Yeah, no, I think it is really, really cool to see that. And I think it just suits Ground War, honestly. It really does suit Ground War. And I think in terms of the objective work, you can have a huge map here and you have to cover so many different areas. So the fact that you can choose your spawn spot is pretty sick. I love it.
I think Myth hybrided his pistol to like an SMG. Whenever
there's
he
a-
switches to that, look at it because that looks
the auto, right?
insane
So
to me.
there's an auto version of
Yeah.
that pistol, and he has it on, but he has like a stock on.
Nice.
He's got it pretty loaded up.
It's the attachments that you can really make it your own.
Yeah.
Probably ain't
Make an
gonna.
arrow
We
into an
got 10
SMG. I
minutes.
mean, we've been saying it. Yeah. Do a lot with
And a
this gun
pistol
and
into
a
an
pistol
SMG.
into an SMG.
Maybe
That's
that same
insane.
SMG pistol into an AR. Who knows?
So I've just looked at the kill feed, and Symphony is on the other team. So
Perfect. That's exactly what I need. I needed a sniper.
Don't sub me out, bitch.
A whole lot of happiness.
Oh, that's a tank.
That was Optic
Can't snipe
Blake
that.
getting plucked.
I want to see
Damn,
that drill
man.
charge
This
based on
most
the ground
time.
and a tank running over it. We saw it in the trailer, but I need
The one like through the roof?
No, like there's one you put on the ground. Well, yeah, you can do it through a wall as well. But I think it'll just.
I really want to see the
Oh,
floating,
okay. Oh, he's popping off now.
floating nade. I want to see so bad. The floating mine.
Oh,
Wow,
there's a
this
lot
looks
of red arrows
insane.
over there.
Yeah, wow. Oh.
That looks so beautiful. That's the
It's
whole map.
awesome.
It look clean.
In color as well. It looks great.
Cruise missile out.
He's calling everything in.
I'm tripping on the amount of time he had to go look it up and see who's open.
I think they were inside. Unfortunately, not able to hit it, but fact is, Myth taking over the lobby. Snipe looking hot.
I mean, we've seen everything so far in this. We've seen vehicle combat, aerial, some crazy gunfights in buildings. Cloak was just chilling inside of a tower. So everybody, your specific taste of Call of Duty you can find in Ground War.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Just fun. It's just fun.
Ooh, he almost snatched that boy.
You know, because it's never their fault. It's a settings problem. So I think
Oh,
we're on the hunt for what's wrong right now.
Settings look kind of smooth
This is my
too.
favorite thing in
Oh,
the
this
world. Just
PC
making sure
settings though.
everything's exactly how I need it to
And you
be.
never thought it could be your thumbs?
No, oh no. I just really like tinkering with it.
Oh, yeah.
But do I blame it when I have failures? Yes, I do, Lottie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do.
No,
It's
I think
rarely
we all
my
do.
fault,
We
Lottie.
all do, to be honest. I understand that. Got a lot of red up there right now.
Wait,
Yeah,
so you
right?
can spawn in
Damn,
a vehicle. You see that? That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it says full, so I guess he's waiting for somebody to
Created.
board.
That's sweet.
What?
Can't do off
Right,
the
somebody get knocked out of it.
basis, man.
I wonder if you can
Basis
spawn in a
joints,
chopper,
yeah.
in a helicopter.
You must be able.
I believe we're going to be tossing to the floor soon. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see if in the 3 minutes I'm off camera, if I can eat an entire pizza. I'm going to try to.
I would like to know if you
You
can.
gonna bring me some?
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna
I
try
just
and find it.
used
That's my
shit
goal.
Kiso gave me. Rudy Gay. That motherfucker been ringing off.
Here, these guys are all grinding. We're gonna get to see some wars
But
today.
I changed.
It is going to be absolutely incredible. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We're just about done here with watching. this
No. As long as you hit that threshold to use the mid-range shots or the 3-ball, you good.
Jess, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. Yeah, I'm actually here with one of my favorite streamers, Swisham. How are you enjoying yourself here at COD Next? I mean, you're here among 200 of your fellow streamers playing what I can only imagine
But
is your
I
favorite
don't
game.
even know.
How
It
does
was
that
so
feel?
many niggas on that list.
Honestly, the experience so far
And all I
has
was
been
looking
amazing.
for was
Like, I
goddamn
honestly,
either
I can't
anybody that
even
looked
for,
like
like,
Ray
the feeling
Allens
to be here right now
or
playing
fucking
MW2 and getting all the first looks, like you can't have
LaMarcus.
anything better, you know?
Yeah, or Marcus Aldrin. I couldn't find nobody that looked like his.
Everything, like the aspect of all, everything in the game right now.
Yeah.
So good, so smooth. I I just want to keep playing this. I don't want to go
Ray
back
Allen
out
jump
there
shot. His shit was
Well, we've
his
had a
cue
little
was
taste now of
perfect because
your
I mixed that with
round
Kobe
four
Bryant
maps,
release, and I
What's
was
your main takeaway here
I
from
was
this
having
game?
a good old time.
Honestly, I'm loving third person right now.
Nah,
It's
they
like,
just fucked
honestly,
my
I
shit
didn't know
up.
if I was gonna like it or not because we've never had third person with the past COD. But honestly, I'm loving it a lot, and I love the maps. Everything is really good right now, and it's feeling
Yeah, that bringing back third person view was a W. I ain't even gonna hold you.
streaming your content. MW2 grind. That's all I'm looking forward to. Can't wait. That makes perfect sense. Well, thank you so much. And
You a
best of luck,
liar.
Lottie, babe, back on over to you.
Thank you so much, Jess. And you can see right now there is so much happening behind us. All the creators, you can see the ring lights for days. So much Modern Warfare 2 being played. But my name is Lottie. I'm on the desk. I'm joined by Maven. But I also do have two very special people to talk about Modern Warfare 2 and what it took to make it look so damn glorious.
What's that?
We've got Mark and Joel joining us. And guys, I mean, studio animation director, and we've got studio art
No,
director here.
what they call
I
it?
want to say, first and foremost, this game is stunning.
Ah.
It is absolutely beautiful. The colors are incredible.
Oh, you said
I just
little
want to
onion
dive
in
in IRL, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's
not
really
just
beautiful.
brown.
It's not just
it
brown.
has some color.
I promise I didn't joke about that already multiple times today. But no, seriously, it's
I like the floaters, the floater
Many
specialist.
hues. We
Nigga.
got our hue chart out.
I love
Yeah,
it.
that hop
It's
and that
vibrant.
float.
I'm loving it. It just feels good when you're out there
Clean.
playing.
It looks
Like,
absolutely
baby
incredible.
milk.
I'm so excited to dive deeper into that. But folks at home, if you didn't already know, we've got an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. And each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice. Delicious Jack Links limited edition products. Brand new epic in-game items from Jack Links. So if you
They
want
out
to
here
find out
getting
more,
paid, boy. Check out Jack Links. Jack Links sausages.
Celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2. Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win the ultimate.
You a
Modern
nasty
Warfare 2
nigga, boy. You out here eating
Keep an
jerk.
eye out during the broadcast for the Sasquatch to appear
Jerk meat and Mountain Dew. Oh,
and
nigga.
scan the QR code. Following the
Jerk
prompts to
me,
qualify
that
for
jerk,
entrance, tune in to Call of Duty now.
jerk link
Squad
meat.
up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing
You be like jerk
experience,
beef
courtesy
and
of
all that
Jack Links.
chicken.
Terms and conditions apply.
All that mess. You eating that in Mountain Dew, you a nasty nigga, bro. Your breath
Scratch on
stink.
the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information for a chance to win.
Oh,
Trust me, you
man.
certainly want to.
And you
But
sleep in a
back to
twin
it,
bed.
though, of course, Modern Warfare 2 is where we're at.
Good as a Sasquatch, though, right?
It's hard to mocap Sasquatch.
To be honest, people might honestly get
Oh,
confused
my
with you.
God.
Yeah,
There is that problem.
I'd be really good at that.
That's some nasty
I'm
stuff,
so sorry, you can
bro.
Throw the razors out. You don't need-
It's laws against
I'll
that.
tell you what isn't a problem is the color palette on this game. It's absolutely stunning. I looked at Mikado earlier on, and I was just floored by how good it looks.
I
What
got
does
it only
take
at
to
4.
make a map? How from scratch, you're looking at the color schemes, you're looking at what
Nah,
you
I'm
want
in
to
my
put in the
career,
details.
my
It's
career.
very finely detailed, and I think
I don't
that
even
makes
want to
people
play
really
my
wanna dive into the game and start grinding it.
Well, I think like it's.
I'm trying to
it's
get this
important
point,
create
this
immersive
point forward up
environments,
the
go out and
part.
capture reality, but at the end of the day, it's all the details. And what's funny about making
Cause
stuff like this is
I don't want them to patch
it's
my
about what you
method,
leave out.
man.
The
If I can
real
get the
world
badges,
isn't
then it's
completely
cool.
cluttered
I
all
can
the
sit
time.
him
It's
to the
very
side after he got
kind
his
of,
badges.
understated and things like that. So, kind of holding people back sometimes because they want to keep going, and
He said,
especially in a game
"What?"
space, that's important to pay attention. And then AI, putting AI
Post
in there, having a living
playmaking those.
I mean, that's just
I can put it.
insane.
I can put that on Hall of
is something
Fame.
that blows my mind, and I think it really brings such an incredible aspect of that realism,
Who?
here, that realistic effect that you guys are trying to achieve here in Modern Warfare 2, and in COD games in general. What does it
Yeah,
take
see,
to
look
make
at
that?
I just built this motherfucker yesterday,
it takes a
bro.
lot of, like, just
I'm
research
18 and 22 in the playmaking badges, bro. Come on, bro.
mad
18 of 22.
cartoon anime and all that stuff. But that's the action side of it.
That's
We have to have
fucking
that small
surreal,
consistency where
nigga.
We deal with our
And this nigga had a
our
78.
military advisors,
I ain't
all
even
different
touch
branches of the
nothing.
military. We ask them questions all the time. We're always asking, hey, would you do it like this or would you do it like that? Most of the time they'll say, yeah, nah, I wouldn't do it
Oh,
like
I
that.
got an error?
That's
What
Hollywood. but they know that it's an entertainment product, so they definitely are
What? What did he say? They might have heard before. Kobe is, but he not on the his base is, and he's on that yeah, he is. When you do like the second and third blend or whatever, that's when he's there. Him, Mike, or just basic jump. Oh no. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Unless you just really, really nice with the basics, yeah, I will highly recommend that. Mm-hmm. Dang, what? Oh.
Actually, oh my, well, I'm a big fan for a start. Big fan of Oni.
That was awesome.
But I mean,
that was fun.
We are bringing that fun element to operators like Oni and having these exclusive skins that you're able to put on, and it changes the whole character that you are embodying in the game, and that's where the fun aspect comes in. But you do have people who want to stay true. They want that realistic kind of approach and feel to the game, and I think the balance is really difficult. But something so far we've seen is that you guys have done that so well. Where does the decision making of the AI come in? I know.
When you click on it, look over to the bottom right. You should see the name if it's changing or not.
Well, that's a balance between the programmers, the animators who want them to do everything. So we just have them running around, but then
you said they're gonna do who what?
Jeff and Joe were like, we don't need it like that. Can you guys switch it this way? So there's a lot of balance between design, code.
Yeah, they do that at the end when you're doing the blending.
Oh, how many times do we go back and forth on
when
silhouettes?
you get to the last part and you say blending, yeah. And then now they do the whole timing drum. Like, okay, your timing is F, B, C,
But
D.
it's a balance between those that triad of design, code, and animation, where we have our vision in our head and we just have to come together and compromise.
Well, how much? I guess. I feel like adding like the third person kind of put a spotlight on you from an animation standpoint, because we've all seen, like, when you're in first person, you don't see a lot of the animations you do, but like when you're fighting somebody online, like every now and then the animation could be janky due to whatever, desync. You're playing on the internet. But like when you have like the 3P, like it is a spotlight directly on the animations of the character.
The animation department and programming went to town.
They had to, right?
And it's so awesome to see it. Like our animation director at the studio, Bruce Ferris, I was just talking to him today about it. But it's really awesome. So I was just sitting down here on the floor watching it a few minutes ago. I was like, wow. Man,
it looks so good. That's what I was thinking.
Vehicle mounting and all the stuff that goes on with that, the way that you mantle on things. You've got a nice system where the feet are falling on the terrain the proper way, on staircases and things.
It's I don't know, it's just awesome to see.
It makes the characters look great.
Mike and Kobe's pretty much around the same. I think Kobe's animation, like his body is kind of like twist a little bit.
It looks so
They knocked it out of the park. It's awesome.
They really do. I gotta ask you just that,
compared to George more of a straight,
finishing moves.
straight up jump flow.
How does that get created? What's the magic behind finishing moves?
But the release of the wrist part is pretty much the same as Snap.
We don't do them ourselves. It wasn't me in the suit. We go get stunt people, and we kind of map it out first, draw sketches, like, hey, maybe it's like, do it like this, do it like that. We get them on stage, and then we kind of like just go through it together, to kind of just bring that action and that feel, that same thing that you just felt.
Yes.
We did it last project. This time, we were like, all right, we need to up the ante a little bit.
Love it.
So, violence and aggression.
I'm going to put pressure on both of you if this isn't in yet. So, listen, this has gone back to, we were talking about the fact that one thing that's tough with first person is when you get cool operators, right? You don't see them as much. And like finishing moves is one where you do, but like going back, this is back to like Blackout, but like when you would do, there were different like emotes you could use where you would like dance and you'd have the hula hoop and stuff like that. So you'd kind of see your avatar more, you could show off, you could do a lot of taunting type things.
Yeah. Right.
Is that in that, or can you add it for me?
I feel like we get that out with a wide, like a big breadth of finishing moves.
Yeah.
I think that's where you
really get to
showcase that. Yeah.
You weren't asking if we have emotes, right?
Well, no. I guess more like I'm trying to think back. Like there was one where I could do like a hula hoop or like goofy kind of stuff you could do to like show off. And I just like I guess I like to see my operator more and more.
For sure.
Yeah. And you guys have put so much work into the animation. Like I want to see my guy dance. You know, I want to get down and nasty.
It's an evolving system. We have to see what happens. Right now, we're so focused on. This is a big game.
Oh yeah.
You don't say. You don't say.
If I look tired, if I don't look tired, it's because the makeup artists here are really good.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. But yeah, we've got a long. Oh yeah. There's a lot of road left in front of us too.
Keep me in mind that I want a bald character that can move a little bit. All right.
Easy.
That's what. If we need to get me in,
we got you.
If we need to get me in.
I'm going to call it dance
some
on
motion
grade.
caption stuff.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
like
I'm with it.
I can definitely attest that you don't want to get him in. And yeah, that could be a little bit of an error there. It could be. Hey, look, it might be the goofiest one we've seen so far, and I'm kind of down for the goofy part of it. That's for sure.
Well, I think that's where you guys get to have some fun too, right? Because
with balance. Balance and contrast.
It's the balance. It's the balance for
I
sure.
imagine all the realistic stuff talking to the military, but you want to have some fun too.
Absolutely.
I do.
100%.
And we are.
Very
and we will.
Very true. Well, look, it's my job to balance the desk.
All right, these damn jokes is
very, very exciting. And Mark, I want to know a little bit more about the
dry.
shoe surgeon. What have you been cooking up for us here?
Hey, shout out to shoe surgeon. We all at a lot of us at the organization, we're shoe heads, right? So sneakerheads. But we're really excited to work with a huge name in the sneaker world, which is the shoe surgeon. They made 2 incredible shoes for us, based off of the brand of Modern Warfare.
Okay.
2, with look at that. That's
wow.
So these actually all unique for these 2 shoes. One of them is for the Modern Warfare brand. The other one is for Al Mazrah, the big map. And it's a lot of desert tones. It just is really, really, really awesome. It's iconic greens and all that, inspired by, Al Mazrah and all the materials.
These look awesome, and I also think I need to get some tattoos.
On the teleprompter. and they both have ghillie snap-ons too. Like some people don't even know. What are those?
You can ghillie your yeah.
Like you don't know nothing about these.
You got to put your ensemble together.
Right.
I like that.
When you go out on the town, put your ghillie suit together, clip them on there, and you're set to go.
I love it. I love
it. But if you want to be one of the 6 lucky people to win a pair, maybe 5, because I might get one. You need to follow Call of Duty.
Okay.
Then you need to tweet hashtag CODNext and hashtag sweepstakes, or you can scan the QR code there and enter to win.
It's as easy as that, folks. Absolutely incredible. I got to say, I really want to cop that desert color pair.
I want the Modern Warfare 2 one.
Ooh, I like that. The iconic green.
Yeah,
the iconic green.
Absolutely.
I'm wearing it today. I got to say, it looked pretty good with what I'm wearing right now.
Did you see Joanna's pants though?
I did. I mean, who didn't?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
absolutely. Icons everywhere I look. Including on the stage, though, it's right now time to toss down to Beef Mummy and see what she's cooking up. Right down there with the content creators.
Wow, I'm
Yeah,
ready to have another slice of that action here in Warzone Mobile. Did you like that? Yeah, Little Caesars right here. We're ready for another round of gameplay here.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Ready for another slice of action? Me too. Me too. So yeah, only in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Oh, yo, Bill, yo. Oh boy.
Intense, up to 120 player
Shepherd dude.
So let's get back on in and see what we have going on today.
Well, you can already see it. It's after the turns and what we've seen here so far, because so far it's been absolutely crazy. It's been Warzone 2.0, it's been Modern Warfare 2, and now we're going back in here. We're going back to mobile. And now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys at home are really interested to see what is happening with our streamers that we have here today. And if you don't have it yet, comment down below what were your favorite moments here yet again, because we've had so many things happening already.
Incredible, incredible.
Now,
and one of the things that we wanted to make sure we do is go over. Let's talk to some of the talent, talk to some of our friends, see what's going on. Why don't we head over there?
And another incredible round of Warzone Battle Royale comes to this, and now it feels like such a great time. And now I'm really excited to go and move around, especially with my little box. I wonder if all of our streamers playing today wants a slice of this pizza, because obviously we've been eating this the whole day. That's the reason why we have so much energy. And not only that, it's absolutely delicious, but we are heading on over to our streamers right now. I think we're gonna take a look at Hawk's Nest and Bobby Plays. We're taking a look at what they're doing right now, and it looks like here in the action, let's see if they kind of want to slice, but obviously they are very busy when it comes to the gameplay right now. See, you can see the comms. They're just so into it right now.
The focus. Bobby and Hawks, they don't even know what's going on outside them. They have a camera, they have a pizza box.
Oh, maybe if they smell the pizza, they'll want some. Hi, would you like a slice? Are you hungry?
Yeah, actually, very hungry.
Okay, maybe we can help them out later on with a slice of pizza. We can be your personal pizza holder. But we're moving on right now here to Bobby. I kind of want to ask him, so far, you're just walking inside, you're chilling. So where are you guys right now and what's happening so far?
Well, there's a guy right ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and die to him. Wait, no, I killed him. We're chilling. You know, we're just dominating. We obliterated Godsley earlier, and he didn't really stand a chance. Noah managed to outcamp us. Wait, there's multiple people, multiple directions. Oh my God, I'm probably dead. I'm concussed.
Okay, we're gonna get back to you later on. You guys focus over there. I don't want y'all to die just because of us. Oh, and speaking of, Bobby's gonna be headed on into the gulag, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. A lot of these gameplays happening right now. So far, how are you feeling right now, Matt? Like, you're seeing all the gameplay. It's been crazy here so far.
Great question. You know, feeling really good. Feeling really good. We still have so much longer to go in terms of development, but right now, you know, we know people are loving the game. We know people are excited to get in there, and more than anything else, at this point, we want to make sure the moment-to-moment action is just good. For us right now, moment-to-moment action, and you know, the other thing that's worth touching on a little bit is cross-progression, really breaking down what that means a little bit.
That's dope,
Absolutely, that cross-progression. If you are at home, if you're playing Warzone 2.0, if you're playing Modern Warfare 2, that progression that you have over there, it can transfer over into Warzone Mobile, where if you want to grind for the Battle Pass, you can do so at the tip of your fingers. Yeah, that's right. If you have things going down at home, you can definitely bring it down into wherever you are. If you're on the car, you can grind for it. So again, so many new things. And for me, I think it's such a revolutionary thing for this to happen.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we were talking the other day around like, well, what does that mean? If I'm a player, cross progression, how does that benefit me? And there really are a handful of experiences we think are just made better by cross progression. So I want to talk about those just for a little bit. The first one is, let's say I'm playing for, you know, a couple days. We have some new functional weapons that are unlocked. If I'm playing on console or PC or mobile and have a long session, maybe I, you know, do pretty well, then I unlock that functional weapon. That time investment that you just made, that now carries over to all the other platforms, regardless of where it happens on. So think about the time save there.
Exactly, not just that, you're interconnected. I mean, we like to say it again and again because it's just a revolutionary thing to have. But I know you have something else in mind.
Oh, buddy, you hooping again.
So much new features here, and we're only in alpha here. So again, we're just talking about all the main things that's happening right now.
Oh, you talking about you.
You know, so that's the first one for me.
I thought you was talking about Buddy ass got on 2K shoes. You talking about your ass got on 2K shoes.
I find on the other platforms. The second one for me that I think really is just super cool and also is very player friendly, which is one of the things super important to us, is shared battle pass. So let's say I've leveled up the battle pass on one platform. Say I'm playing on mobile, you know, had an awesome session with my friends. The next day, all that progress again carries over. So the stuff I've unlocked, just those benefits now kind of really carry over.
I be in the city.
I just want to talk about for 1 sec. Let's imagine over the years,
my niggas with
a group of people. Now, some I know in real life, maybe others I've met playing. That friend group, so the chats and the larger social experience, now they're going to carry over across platforms and across our sessions. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we can, honestly.
It always choked me up a little bit.
For a better social experience.
And now that social experience is definitely really important because it's the first time that we can cross over finally from mobile to PC and console. So if you're playing a game, you can literally just call up your buddies, message them, And there you go. They're going to know you're playing. Hey, what are you doing? I'm playing Warzone Mobile right now. No way. You're playing us from your phone. That is just absolutely revolutionary stuff. And so with things like that, I'm really excited to see how it progresses later on into the game and really just excited for its launch. And now, speaking of, we're taking a look at our duos yet again. So we're going back into the gameplay where we're taking a look at Jokesta. And with everything so far, I don't think we've touched up on vehicles that much anymore. So, I mean, yeah, the ATV, you got it right over here. You have the classic vehicles that we got to see in Verdansk the first time.
Exactly. One thing I love about the Verdansk vehicles too, a lot of differences. Helicopter,
yeah, Rudy gave base, and
you really have the whole experience. There's nothing
Mike
better
and
for me
Kobe.
too than helicopter. I don't know about you, but I'm a helicopter.
Ooh,
I agree with that. I mean, it's the fastest route to go in there, but if you need to be ready, you have to go and drop right now.
Dining
Especially if there's going to
mid-range.
be a javelin just pointed at you, you make sure that you get out of the helicopter ASAP. But again, when it comes to finding those vehicles, you need to know the map very well. I mean, you can already definitely look online where to find like the great moments and the great spots. And for me, I feel like that's going to be airport. Around airport, you're going to be having a lot of vehicles right now. And so right now for this particular time, now they're slowing things down just a little bit. We've noticed it. And for me, like I feel like for this duo, they prefer
he said, "Why you sound discouraged, man? They trying to play good."
What they need to do, always staying together. But then occasionally, once they have what they need, they're waiting for the next circle to collapse. They're finding those areas in the map where maybe the action's a little bit lower. After all, you know, last people alive win.
Exactly. I mean, it just depends on what kind of gameplay you really like. Are you going to be aggressive? Are you going to be dropping down Superstore, Boneyard, downtown?
I didn't even know that.
The outskirts and beyond the mountains and try to see what is going to happen when you're seeing just a little bit of a step back. But obviously, it does have its risks. You won't have as much loot. Going into it. You won't have as much kills.
Oh, they snap.
Exactly. Final thing, getting into
hey, baby.
Circles collapsing.
I'm sure looking like who's in my house.
That I'm looking for, man. It's
Thank you for communicating.
Same. I mean, it's really just a strategy that you can play for me. I'm the type of player that goes outside of the circle, going into the smoke, going into the outside of the zone, and try to have like a better angle there because once the circle's zoning
I didn't even know that.
you don't have, basically you don't know that anyone's going to stay out there. People are just going to
So I
assume
probably
everyone's
coulda did a
inside the
little
zone,
bit
right?
Exactly.
Then again, shit, I was already getting good
real
minutes
savvy
though.
players. That gas, slow lagger behind.
Yeah.
I die to them all the time.
I mean, prior to this event, I was looking at the top 200 Warzone clips of all time, and I just saw one. I hope it gets to see it here in Warzone Mobile, where you get to see so many more highlights from outside of the zone, repositioning themselves, especially at the outside of the zone. But hey, take a look at that. Speaking of another highlight, we get to see it. Noah from YouTube tries to go in there, getting all those kills. Really just breaks the armor, but doesn't really quite get the kill just yet. But then obviously has the advantage of the scope. Not only that, high ground as well. So I feel like we haven't talked about the high ground so much here because it's just so important to have that kind of height.
Exactly. The way we think about it internally is how do we find the right mix of gameplay experiences? So you need that close quarter combat, you need long range for sure, but the way you combine those two with verticality in certain dense areas, that is special. And I think for Verdansk, especially the area we have, the area we're in right now on the outskirts of Storage Town, it has that in spades.
And now with that in mind, I feel like you have all that verticality. What part of the map do you think is best when it comes to having that height advantage?
It's a great question. So for me, it's actually the area we're in right now. I love the intersection or the kind of borderlands between Storage Town and Boneyard. I think it has the best of all the environments. So for me, when I'm playing, start in Boneyard, head up to Storage Town, and if I'm lucky and the circle abides, stand in this area. And, you know, I'm just so proud to say that starting today, as we said before, you can pre-register for free on the Google Play Store. And for players on iOS, just stay tuned. We have incredible rewards coming up, and of course, we'll be able to pre-order on Apple App Store as well.
Get the turtle
we have a ton of amazing rewards that we are unlocking
like
at different pre-reg and pre-order goals, including a special operator skin for those who sign up. And now with that being said, I want the folks at the desk to see what they think of the new things today.
Thank you so much, Beef Bummy. What a day it has been. We're almost, are we nearly done? Not even going to try to guess that one. Now, though, it's time to take a look at some of our best plays so far. Brought to you by HyperX, because that's right, guys. We've been playing COD all day, and there's only one Tommy Truant. It's a 1, it's a 2. And could it be any more? I'm on the desk here with Lottie, Alicat, and Nameless. And, brother, we've seen it all, man. Today it's been nuts.
It's been nuts, man. We've seen, the core MP gameplay. We saw Ground War. Now we're seeing some of our best plays from our biggest streamers. We've seen Aiden, Tommy, Krim now. Aiden in the 3P mode, just running around hipfire and just frying people. It's been a hell of a day, Miles.
We just watched Crimothy 6 pick up 2. That was pretty sweet. Aiden again enjoying the hipfire. Look at this. It's almost a different game. Like, yeah. This is definitely MW2, but I mean, Lottie, this is something totally different.
Yeah, it really is something completely different. I think he posted it earlier on when Warzone was kind of put on the screens. We saw the trailer, we saw the action unfolding as well. But I've got to say, just seeing some of our favorite creators being in-game currently, trying everything out, testing it. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So yeah, I've been loving everything.
What up?
I mean, what's not to love? Pomage in a chopper with a sniper. Everyone is
VC.
What's not to love, Ali?
No, I'm literally right there with you. There's like no better point of view at a better time that we could have gone to than Pomage with a sniper in his hand in a chopper.
What's going on, bro?
That the hip fire in this game, this is a sneak peek, like, right? This is just our first look into the alpha, what Modern Warfare 2 is going to be, what Warzone 2.0 is going to be. I've seen more hip fire today than I think I've seen in the past like 3 years.